I'm
Dev
done.
is late. Dev is late.
Dev.
Oh no. Shit. But no.
Hello, audience. Hello, internet. Hello, world. Dev broke his headphones. Yell at him.
Dev's dead to me. He betrayed me for the last
Now,
time.
even better though. Right. So, we're gonna do some pointless video game stuff today, and you know that's the thing. Now, why are you dragging the Patreon of your favorite porn artist onto the screen? Remove that.
Firstly, that's
God
my
damn,
own.
disgusting.
And I'm trying to clip it. Wait, because Windows goddamn 10 is so annoying. I'm trying to clip it to the edge because I'm trying to open up chat over there. And like it just keeps like sliding over to
Kyle, that's a likely story, Kyle. Guys, like, here's
That's
my
a very
Patreon,
likely story,
guys, no, I totally wasn't.
The thing is, if I was clever about it, they would actually see something.
It was Kyle's OnlyFans. That's what it was.
You know it was.
Kyle's
like,
OnlyFans.
hell yeah, I'm signed up. Like
his OnlyFans.
Like,
Dev headphones are still broken.
Like some hairy feet disco, don't you? You dirty little disco.
Dev, I can't believe you're late. Like, you could have spent that time fixing your headphones.
He could have. Like, he could have been here half an hour ago, but no.
Dev, clothing.
See, the problem here isn't even that Dev has broken his headphones. You know what the issue here is? Norway has won, like, every gold medal in existence at the Olympics because the rest of you just fucking suck, okay? It's a harsh truth, but it's the truth. And Canada is the second loser. Like, they have more bronze medals than anyone else.
Unless you personally won a medal, like...
See, that's true. That's true.
You can't really claim to this. Like, yes, other people are better than other people. Therefore, I'm the best.
I absolutely can, Disco.
It's
because
like
Norway
when
is a collectivist nation.
No, hold on. It's like when a state, like, football team wins, the state's like, where? It's like, dude, you didn't win it. Losers.
No,
like,
but that's the thing. You can't claim that, Kyle, because you're supposedly individuals. Norway is a collectivist state. One of us win, all of us wins.
So the fact that Norway lost World War II, he's like, no.
We won World War II, you munchkin. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Listen, you became a government in exile like a good little Norwegian. Like,
We fought from the beginning, whilst you were like, I'm scared of the Germans.
No, we're not. We're like sitting over here and being like, you know, like, we should build a military. And everyone's like, maybe.
And then the Japanese arrived like, oh, it's a cool fleet you got there, bruh.
And then we're like, ouch.
It's a cool fleet of relatively outdated stuff, which they probably left there on purpose.
Honestly,
to drag the US into the war.
Damn shame if something bad happened to it.
Oh no,
Exactly.
not those out of date fucking dreadnought era ships. Oh no.
It's like, how convenient that the aircraft carriers weren't at base.
I just want to point out that Dev is still late.
Dev.
See, there's the conspiracy theory. I am more and more convinced that fucking Franklin Roosevelt put that fleet out there specifically to get goddamn bombed. Now, his plan was to get the carriers bombed too, mind you, because the Japanese had their own intelligence intercept, and they knew that the carriers were supposed to be in port, because they were. Except one of the destroyers had gotten a guideline tangled in its goddamn propeller, which delayed them.
Of all things.
Like, help, I got a line in my pillar. And they're like, okay. So they sink it.
Or if you want to be like big like galaxy brain conspiracy, they just said that the carriers were supposed to be at port, but secretly the plan was for them not to be.
Secretly, Hirohito was a closet weeb and wanted anime to become a popular cultural thing. But the only way to do it was to lose
secretly, Hirohito was the kind of guy who browses insect hentai. No shit, he was hardcore into insects.
He's like, bruh, check out this ant. And the high command dude next to him was like, what?
That was his thing. I'm not even lying. That was his thing.
The fucking cricket like hops on him, was like, bro, check out this cricket. Dude, stop.
The question is, which do you think? What insect do you think was his most preferred insect?
It's just we're waiting for Dev.
Dev's here.
I'm right here.
Oh, there he is. He
I've
didn't
been here
say
for a while.
anything. He was
Yes, I
just
did.
like, crickets.
He hasn't been here for a while.
I said something and no one replied.
You didn't lie.
He actually did.
We got the VOD.
I did. Kibbs was just jibber jabbing in the middle of it.
I was too busy talking about, like, bruh, crickets are on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lie.
I mean, there aren't any crickets on my shoulder. That's true.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's a lie. Right. Okay. Here we are in all our glory. Dev, how do you feel being the second loser of the Olympics?
Ooh, right in the Dev.
Oh wait, are we? What happened?
He's dead.
You have more bronzes than any other nation.
That's amazing.
No, it's not. It's pathetic.
With
You should
enough
be ashamed.
bronze, you could, recreate Troy.
You could wear it, and you could be as black as your prime minister.
Bronze isn't black, you fucking muppet.
It's dark.
Neither is the prime minister.
That's true.
Not according to his old photos.
Right, so now that we've bought enough time for Dev to fix his goddamn headset, last session you set up a deal with Anatoly to get some stuff going, and he also said that he would try to get the Imperial dudes coming to the settlement as soon as he can. Now that's probably going to require some messenger activity, some gay ass nonsense, because nobody had cell phones back then, weirdly enough. Except for the Skaven. The Skaven theoretically do have a cell phone called the Far Squeaker, because...
Oh my god.
Because Skaven.
The Far Squeaker.
I love
Look, the Skaven are retarded, but at least they have a brilliant naming.
I feel like it's probably just like a string with a cup on either end.
It's not far from it.
Imagine the inter-clan disputes caused by a animal just tugging or gnawing at the wire at a really bad time.
But you have also set up a way of communicating with Anatoly, so you probably want to send him messages as soon as you can, once he's figured out a date, so you can be appraised of when the representatives are coming. You also set up a way of contacting him via the basement, so the cleverest way to do this would probably be to get Disco to make a fancy harness for sausage and then give him a piece of paper deliver letter.
Yeah.
I mean, can I though? Because I still haven't managed to have engineering yet.
You can cobble together some leather scraps.
Roll
Be
for
free.
it.
Trying.
Oh, so even though last week was offline, do we get experience for fixing your server arch?
Christ, no.
Rather, do I get experience for fixing your server arch?
Christ, no.
It's true. Dev figured out the issue, guys. It's surprising,
Christ,
I know. Dev gets credit where credit's due. He may be a chubby little Dev, but he's our chubby little Dev.
But he doesn't get XP.
You mean the people's dev?
The people's Dev. Past the Dev cheeks.
Credit literally is experience.
That's when he's like, well, technically it's a currency, not experience.
Besides Anatoly, you also need to roll for your raider, so please do that. The luckiest amongst you roll 2d20s.
Hands, if you fail these rolls.
Notes, if I wanted to roll a specific type of die, just roll /1d. Okay.
If Hands fucks us up, Disco, yell him. Murder him.
Why not murder him first? That way he won't see it coming.
He lives today.
All right.
Pretty good.
The raider returns to port with a pretty hefty bounty, and you gain 17 warp tokens.
Hell yeah.
I take it you put the bank open hands.
I do.
I am unsurprised. Normally you're in the spreadsheets before I am.
We are currently sitting at a whopping 22 warp tokens to our name.
More
Yay.
Hands, more.
Well, that's something.
All right, I'm going to take 2 of those and ground them up into warpstone dust.
Well, that was quick.
Just like
Now
as
that
they
we
go
have
past.
I'm going to
As they go
interpret
past,
this-
Snicket just grabs 2 off the pile. It's like, mine.
I'm going to interpret this as those 2 never even get to the treasury. He just nicks him. It's like,
Yeah, on the pile, like
Acquired
off the
for
pile on the way
secret,
past.
secret project. Yes, yes.
How much dust do I get? For 2.
I don't know, Kyle.
I don't know either.
It seems
Guess
we're at an
true.
impasse.
I'm sure we put this down somewhere. So let's first look through notes, and then look through references, and then look through other notes, because I'm sure we talked about this at some point.
Okay, well, typing warp didn't help for notes. So references for notes.
1 token can be ground into 5 doses of snuff.
Okay, 5 doses.
There you go.
So 10 in total.
Yes.
Makes it
I
up
think
to
we
a
wrote it in
total of
Discord, but not
11.
in the game.
No. Like, he
no,
transferred that note into the references.
Oh, good.
So the reference tab, if you click that near the actually, it's the exact bottom one. Warpstone dust. If you click it, 1 token, 5 doses.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. There you go, Kyle. Say thank you to Hans.
Hands won't know that I took anything. Hands will never know. Feeling okay? I think he's dead. Look at him.
Are you laughing at what I posted in the secret?
Yes,
in the
I
secret
am.
chat?
All right, now I need
I was
to
gonna
have
say,
a
I
look.
don't think that was that funny.
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't. That's very jarring.
What do you think, Discordia?
Let's see.
Well, you know, that karma. I'm not gonna retweet that because I'll come across as very petty, but I want to.
I don't actually know who this person is.
Oh, really? He's just some crumb tuber.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the name.
He's been actively trying to start drama with me amongst other things too. Like he's
Right,
one of
okay.
those. He's
So
Oh
And
god,
there-
pronouns.
Tell
No.
me.
No.
there
me.
exists. Listen. There exists a human centipede that goes from Hassan to Vosh to the Serfs to this guy.
Right, okay.
So it's like
So
bottom
couldn't
tier.
have happened to a nicer person then, I guess.
Yeah, what?
No, absolutely not.
What happened to him? Is he dead?
No, I wouldn't. Come on, Kyle. I wouldn't laugh at that. Jesus.
I
Well,
would.
not on stream.
If we're being serious,
Depending on how
it would require a specific series of events for it to be considered
Okay.
funny.
The TLDR is his PayPal got hacked and he lost a shit ton of money.
I better withdraw the PayPal money I'm sitting on.
Oh, dude,
I'd
I instantly
do that
withdraw
religiously.
immediately.
I
Immediately,
should
instantly
do.
withdraw.
I'm going to
Actually,
I don't
at
know
this
the money
point, though,
sitting in PayPal.
hold on. At this point, though, considering that I withdraw to like several Canadian banks, it might be better just to leave it in PayPal because PayPal's American.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
you might be
Honestly,
better doing that.
I
tell
am
you what, Dev,
genuinely
send it
looking
to
into
me.
moving my money into a foreign bank because Jesus Christ, you just can't trust these fuckers anymore.
Yeah,
An alternative.
I do have one American account that I might start moving things to.
An
because Jesus
alternative to
Christ, Canada's
PayPal,
fucked
by the
right now.
way, is I've used Wise to pay some of my other artists. If you're interested, kind of like PayPal, a little bit.
No. No, Chan, we can't show you because it's technically it's mildly mean to laugh at this. It's just again couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Like I said,
These people are the same kind of people that will laugh at you, so you might as well laugh at
they
them.
would laugh
The
if it
word
happened.
irony comes to mind.
Yes.
Now, to get back to the RP, you know, that secondary concern of ours compared to laughing at socialists getting, like, would this be theft?
Look, it's just the
Because there
people's
is no
money
private
now.
property,
Yeah, it's
right?
the people's money,
Mm.
as
It's
it
the
always should
people's
have been.
money.
Yeah, it's my money
This guy undoubtedly needs it more than he does, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's always
the
the
world is a
logic they
happier
use.
place now.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Relatively
Yep.
speaking, his happiness went up more than that guy's went down. So it's a better place.
I'm sure the hacker is
Therefore,
thrilled.
the world is a happier and better place because of this. See, look at it. His misfortune, one person sad, and all of our enjoyment.
Yeah, and the hacker's probably real happy too.
Okay, right. Horribleness aside, so your Warren has a new visitor as well. There's a rat of some sort that has arrived in the Warren. He's currently occupying a seat in the tavern, and he is he's a bit weird looking. Like he doesn't have enough fur to be a proper Skaven, and he's covered in singes and scars and burn patterns, and he's got a third arm, which is unusual for a Skaven. Even more unusual is that it's mechanical. So your
My man went
warlock
to many
engineer
places.
has arrived.
Disco.
You see, at first I was
Disco.
thinking Clan Molder. Then you said
Introduce
mechanical.
yourself,
It's
Disco.
Clan Scryer.
He will just chill around in your base from now on, eating your food and doing as little as he can, frankly.
Fair enough.
Rat after my own heart.
Disco will have to seduce him to get her quest.
All right, Disco, time to breed.
I'm sure there are homosexual Skaven somewhere.
Look at Disco.
I don't even remember what the thing was that I wanted now. I'm gonna have to go and look it up.
It was the stuff for your trappings.
I know, but like, I'm actually gonna have to figure out what it is that I want for.
Well, here, we'll
it was
pause.
like 3 weeks ago. No, just continue doing other things because he's in the warren now, so I can just go and find him.
He's in the warren now, yes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, we'll do the Ludmilla thing, and then
There's
we'll
no
do that.
point me like making everybody wait while I go hunting through the books.
All right.
I think first we need to like wait until at least we know the Inquisitors are coming here.
I mean, I think
waiting.
we know, don't we?
Oh, true.
So there is there you've done Anatoly. You've got a means of contacting him. You've done your raider, and you've got the Whooplock engineer. So that pretty much wraps up the summary. Now, what are you gonna do?
Live our lives. Beautiful.
All right, roll a d20 to figure out how well you live.
It's like, well, you died pretty depressed, actually. All right, so the next thing we'll do is we're going to probably need to. It's too sensitive of an issue to go off and do something else. We're gonna have to just simply pass the time, but keep in contact with the other dude. So we need to somehow.
Anatoly.
Yeah, Anatoly. Anduli the
Well,
sausage
how
man.
much time are we just waiting here?
If I remember right, Anatoly said basically the next day he was gonna go try to get in contact with the Inquisition, or at least agents of the Inquisition.
He's heading to the Boyar specifically.
Do we have any healing to do or any shopping to do?
Let
me check.
I'm good on HP.
Notice I don't remember anyone getting hurt last session.
Yeah.
I guess we're just gonna prep for battle, really. Is there any items anybody needs to get? And in that case, we just I guess Gnarl will contact Anduli. Do we know when
Anduli.
When well yeah, we didn't even set up a date to contact him, did we? I don't remember. 100%.
Well, no, he gave us basically the procedure is he gave Gnarl a key to the servants' quarters, like from in the sewers. And basically, he said there's going to be a little box that we can put.
Oh
notes.
yes, gotcha. All right, so we'll put the notes. Basically, write a message to talk to him about to be notified as soon as possible, and to have him leave a message in the box for us, basically.
Oh, I know what I wanted now. Okay, Arch.
Yeah.
I would like to try and somehow obtain a lock-picking kit. Because this has been the bane of our existence for a few lock-picking attempts now.
True.
Okay. That shouldn't be particularly difficult, seeing as you know the thieves of the settlement.
Actually, let's trade with them before they get murdered.
Do you know no shame, Kyle? You're backstabbing these people. How can you trade with them now?
It's simple.
Well, it'd be easier than trading with them after we backstab them.
You truly are vile and incurable people.
Well, if I can buy a lock-picking kit off of them, I would like to do so.
He would like to do so, would he? Well, let me see.
Isn't that a trade tool?
I think it is, yeah. What would that be under?
Well, it's just listed in the items as generic trade tool, but if you read it, it's like miscellaneous tools can be engineering tools, smithing, repairing, or potion making, all trades. It's just the same amount, just to make it easier.
Which PDF is this in?
It's not PDF. It's been the server. Look at items. Second page.
Oh, okay. Items.
Let's see. So lock picks is a specific tool. It's not a generic trade tool. It is actually its own tool.
Okay.
So there you go. Ketchup, you've been owned. Actually, you know what? Trade tools are 50 gold, but lockpicks are only 10. So maybe we go with Ketchup's suggestions after all.
I mean, if we're gonna go with that, you listed it as 5.
Okay, so 50 then.
I mean, we have enough for that. If you want to pay 50 or get,
The big
Disco
golden
has the haggle,
lockpicks.
right?
That's quite a bit, isn't it?
So
we have 346.
I have haggle, but I also have really, really bad fellowship. So,
a set of lockpicks purchased from the local near-do wells will cost you 6 gold.
Single gold markup. We have, what was it? 340, yeah, 346 gold.
How many times have we had to unlock something and I couldn't unlock it? This is probably a good
Enough
idea.
to be annoying, which could be anywhere from 1 to too many.
1 to a lot. Yeah.
I think it's been at least 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I know at some point. Actually, minor question since we're on this. Would Torturer's tools be in general trade tools, or would that be another specialty item?
Let us see.
I'm not
You could
thinking.
get a
I'm
you
not
could
gonna
get a
get them
writing
now.
kit.
I'm not thinking of getting them now. I'm just thinking of maybe, much like how we learned skills back in, Skaven Blight. Or no, not Skaven Blight. Help it.
or where we learned them from somebody who knew them, or learned
Yeah,
it
I'm
from each
thinking of
other.
basically at some point in the future hiring a torturer so I can teach Gnarl that skill.
Well, there's no specific torturer's tools, so I'm presuming that would just be trade tools, generic trade tools.
Okay. That would be something I would want for the future. And if the torturer's tools just count as trade tools, which I guess it is technically a trade.
I mean, during this period, it would be a legitimate trade, yes.
Yeah, I wasn't even like joking. Yeah, it would be a trade. Okay, so I guess we're getting, let's see, yours is 6. That would be just 5. So yeah, 11 gold. Would you guys care about that?
Not really.
Nope, I'm good with it.
Okay.
So mine is 6 gold and yours is 11 gold?
No. Total, it would be 11.
Oh,
Yours is 6,
okay.
mine is 5.
Okay.
Okay. Gnarl now has his torturer's kit.
All right, and I'll have my lock picks.
Thieves, thank you for your patronage.
Now here's the thing.
We'll get it
Because I
back.
don't actually have I don't have the lock picking skill.
That
so
sounds like a dev problem.
I have a minus 30 to pick lock until I get the skill.
When you get the skill, dev.
I'll get it later.
You just need to get the skill.
Let's see. All locks have a lock rating of up to 100%, which is subtracted from the character's dex characteristic to give.
Okay, I figured out what I need. I found the goddamn
The
page.
higher the lock rating, the more difficult it will be to open the lock. Up to 3 unsuccessful tests can be made with the same character, after which all further attempts will fail automatically. Each attempt takes 10 seconds. Without the pick lock skill, you have 1 attempt with a minus 30 penalty.
Oof.
So I still need that skill, yeah.
That sounds pretty harsh, yes. Right, so you've done a little bit of shopping. Kyle has written a note asking to be instructed at the earliest convenience of the status of the Inquisition. It's not the Inquisition, it's the Witch Hunters in this case. It's not even the Witch Hunters either. It's the special envoy from Altdorf.
Yes, okay.
Investigator.
All right. You give the little slip of paper to Sausage. He looks up at you expectantly.
Wait, why is he looking at me?
I assume you gave
Well,
him the
you
paper.
know, it's a long way to the lockbox, Kyle. He might lose the letter along the way if he isn't properly compensated.
Hmm.
Right. Well, do we have
I
any
mean-
string? Do we have any string?
I tell him, if you deliver well, we'll give cheese upon return.
He haggles. He would like cheese now.
Cheese on return. Jeez.
That's a pretty good haggle roll, Kyle.
You can't have him roll the haggle. Fine.
Because I can.
I take him to the tavern and I get him some cheese.
There you go. Negotiations succeeded.
Negotiations were short.
I still think we
God
should
damn
just
it.
tie it to him, then he can't lose it.
See, I'm just gonna buy a roll of cheese and just occasionally give him chunks of it. How much for a roll
That
of
would be
cheese?
justice. A roll of cheese.
A wheel
I
of
believe
cheese.
it's in the
technically.
core rulebook, actually. It's like a wheel of cheese or something like that.
I actually believe there is, yes.
Of course there is.
I was curious because I was looking through like all the supplies one could buy, and one of them was just an entire wheel of cheese.
Wheel of cheese.
I
It's pretty
literally
nice.
believe I saw like a wheel of cheese. I don't think it was in the core rule book, but they do mention cheese. Cheap pie, a side of meat, a delicacy. None of these are cheese. Video game. None of these are cheap. Cheese. Right, a silver for just a full wheel of cheese. We'll put it like that. And that'll probably last you until I randomly decide it's been eaten.
Which will be
I
when
guess we're down
Sausage
to-
gets hungry.
50 silver then.
Right, Sausage is on his way to deliver the message. Anything else you want to do before?
I'll go and
reply
talk to this
eventually.
guy in the tavern then.
Okay.
I guess I'll start by getting him a drink. Bar him up.
I mean, he's a warlock engineer. Wouldn't be a more appropriate phrase be oil up?
Oh, maybe.
Ah,
A
good.
bottle of grease as well.
We're beginning the seduction roll with alcohol. A useful tool.
I'm not seducing him. I'm being a kiss ass. It's different.
Mm.
A time-honored Skaven tradition.
Yes.
All right. He's sitting by the tavern. Indeed. He looks up at you as you give him a drink and goes, "Oh yes, most kind, honourable employer."
So, hello, friend. Welcome to our wonderful warren. May I sit?
Well, you own the place,
Well,
which technically you do.
I do.
It's true.
So I'll tell him that I'm interested in becoming. I'm interested in warp engineering myself, and ask him if he knows where I might find a few items to practice the trade.
All right.
Um,
He's nodding. Segue. Sega. He's nodding like a Sega
Sagely.
looks.
Sagely.
yes, seriously. I'll tell him that I'm looking for a warp blade and a supercharged warp power accumulator.
Oh, super powered warp charge accumulator.
Yes,
just
I'm
nodding along.
nodding excitedly. Like, yes, one of those.
Ah, yes, it functions on the principles of Vrato dynamics. Yes, complicated machinery.
Yeah,
It would be Ratodynamics.
Nod like I know exactly what he's talking about.
I had to make one myself for my engineering class. Yes, it was a challenging endeavor. Yes, eventually gave up, killed my master, and stole his. Ah, good times.
Smart.
Years later, I think I have figured out how it works. At least I know which lever makes it go boom. He thinks for a moment, and then he starts jotting down a little a list of items. So he's going to need some raw material, which is just like copper tubing, wiring, stuff like that. Like this is stuff that can be just bought and delivered, and this will cost 10 gold coins. But he also needs some more esoterical stuff. Like he needs undead remains. That's important. It doesn't need to be a specific
hard to
undead.
find.
It wouldn't be a quest if it wasn't difficult.
Undead
remains. That's important. He needs the skull of a traitor. That's important as well.
All right. Skull of a traitor.
Yes.
Sure, we can
The
find one
manner
of those
of
around
betrayal
here.
is not important. Just that it is a betrayer. Yes.
Okay.
All right. He also needs just a couple minor little things. Like, for example, I kind of want to do the same thing I did to V with going like super esoterical, but that'd almost be a little bit cruel as well. Just a little bit though. He will need a blessed warpstone piece. So you need to find high-ranking Grey Seer, yes, to bless piece of warpstone. This will form the core of the generator. Yes, must be very glowy and large chunk of warpstone. No mere token will do.
Must be a high-ranking Gracier. Yes.
Yes.
Notably, at least one step higher than Kosnicket.
Yes, precisely. The higher, the better. Lord of Decay, maybe even.
Scrazzle's writing this down frantically.
Finally, you must also find a dwarfen metal plaque. Very important. Dwarves have fancy metal working. Soaks up magic. Good, yes.
Seem to remember we had one of those at one point.
Yes.
Did we give it away? I don't remember what we
did.
with
it was given to Zephyr because he could read it, but that's way in the past.
Okay.
Any will do. I had one apprentice. Gave me sign for outside toilet. It worked remarkably well.
On that dwarf metal black. Okay. Anything else?
For warp blade. Warp blade difficult. Warp blade magical sword. First we'll need another chunk of warpstone. Large chunk. Chungus warpstone, yes. And we'll need diamond. Just diamond. We'll put on chisel. Yes, we'll use chisel to carve in warp magic into blade. Once this is done, you will have all the tools required to make more yourself, yes.
Okay.
And now that you have received the bill for the online seminar to become a actual...
He's had his drink. But I will thank him and buy him another drink for his time, because I do want to, kiss his ass a bit.
That's good. That might see his eventual bill reduced.
Okay, well, I'll buy another drink and leave.
He does have some, like, hints on some of this, like the warpstone we're getting. Warpstone chunks difficult to find in Under Empire these days. Greedy, dirty, filthy Skaven blight. Take all the good warpstone. Most unjust. These days, best way to find large warpstone is in tunnels. Yes, tunnels or in the Dwarven Mountains. The dwarves not fond of warpstone. Strange little bearded things. No likey. Racist.
Sounds like we're going to
methinks.
go visit some dwarves.
There is also, of course, the Norscan solution. Yes, chaos wastes much warpstone, but dangerous. Could also try to steal, yes. I hear Empire has thriving trade in Virmstone. Silly humans. Beardstone. They think it heals disease.
Just gonna laugh along with him.
In manner of speaking, does heal disease permanently by killing host. As for the diamond, well, any large jeweler will have diamond. Easy to steal, yes. Dwarves also like diamond. Might find diamond there.
Sounds like a job for a sneaker squeaker.
Perhaps. As for skull of traitor, Skaven have plenty of those. Shouldn't be too hard.
If nothing else, we can just make one. Just piss them off enough to betray us. Yes, could you actually? I order you to betray me. It's like, why? No reason.
It is for greater good of Skavendom.
Scratch will need no toy.
And finally, undead. Undead, surprisingly common certain areas. Recommend graveyards. Yes.
That seems like a good place to start for undead.
There you have it. That's your rank up quest. That's your level up quest. Your World of Warcraft specialization quest.
Okay, so he's sitting with like a little question mark above his head now.
Yep, it's grayed
Yes.
out. Got to return with the item.
All right. Well, I will thank him, get him another drink, and depart the tavern with my little list.
A third drink. He's going to die of alcohol poisoning at this rate.
I doubt it.
He
It's
does
probably
appear
what-
to be an experienced drinker.
It's also probably watered down.
Probably.
It's probably mostly water. It has a slight alcohol taste.
Can barely tell piss water.
Alrighty. What would you like to do now? Would you like to await for Sausage's return? Go shopping? See the sights? Or maybe just leave and go get disco stuff right now. Just drop everything else.
Come back. We need to
Well-
go see the dwarfs.
We're waiting a day for Anatoly, right?
The Anatolia is going to get word the next morning. So right now, it's still, your nighttime. Time hasn't passed yet, quote unquote. So that would be next day.
All right, let's wait till next day then. I don't think there's anything else to do.
All right.
And Gnarl's quest to get his blade back is going to be a bit out of the scope of this time frame. So yeah.
It's going to be a long and difficult journey, that's for sure. Very well. So you await the next day. Anatoly presumably goes and does his stuff. And when nighttime comes, unless there's anything else you would like to do before then? No.
No, I don't think so.
Sausage returns. He has a little piece of paper with him, which he happily delivers to Kyle.
Very good. I will open the scroll and see what it says.
It's a letter written in Reichspiel, of all things.
LARPer.
LARPer, indeed.
He is a Raikaboo.
He is a Reichspiel.
Hmm.
And it's written in that very, very weeby fashion, too. Like, when weebs communicate, I fondly believe that they speak to each other like, yes, Kyle-san. Actually, in fact, let's do exactly this. This is cringe enough. Arigato gozaimasu, Kyle-san, for your kind letter.
Okay.
Maybe
God,
we
I
should just kill Anatoly.
I should write this and make Kyle read it. Oh, that is much
Okay.
smarter.
Immediately
You see,
Backtracks
that
backtracks and
happens when
commits
you
murder.
don't think ahead.
I should have done that. That would have been brilliant. Aw, now I have to do it instead.
Get
I
to
didn't think
work
this
reading,
through.
Buell.
Frantic
If you wanted to,
typing
if
noises
you wanted
from
to
us.
truly dedicate yourself to the bit, you would have to like draw it in like MS Paint just so you can get like the calligraphy right.
Like he's drawn a little like anime chibi of himself and like a little twirly stash. Like,
Yes. That would be rather brilliant. But yes, honorable Kyle-san, thank you very much for your what's a gay ass word for letter?
Missive.
Communique? Missive, yes, thank you. You're good at being homosexual, kind of. Ketchup.
Yes, you called him Karen. I heard that.
A Karen would have called a letter a missive. It's true.
I went to the Boyar's abode this evening. Actually, Boyar, no. Shiro, yes, I went to the Boyar's Shiro, his castle, yes, and spoke to the great honorable Sama directly. He is most intrigued by this knowledge of vile, traitorous cults sneaking within our midst. Yes, monsters, actually, not just thieves and smugglers. No, far worse. And he will immediately call for the Altdorf emissaries to come to our fair city. He expects this will take no more than 3 days, as the witch hunters and the emissaries are constantly patrolling the river. Then he writes a lengthy list of weeaboo stuff. He's given you names and stuff, little cuddly names. There is indeed a little rat in the corner, drawn in awful chibi style. And a final P.S. Your rat ate half of my fruit. Should I prepare more next time?
I'll thank you. Oh, okay. In response, I'll write a letter, compose it simply, like thank you for bad squeak. Write squeak as well. Start drawing like little chibis as well.
That's going to be a very noticeable like writing tick. It's like this letter was clearly written by Karsticket. How can you tell? He writes squeak.
It's like you see, squeak.
Instead of punctuation marks, it's squeak.
Yes, squeak instead of periods and commas as a substitute. That would be weird.
For indents, it's just like a different way. He writes squeak a bit differently. It's a bit longer.
Squirk.
Squeak. All right, what else?
Basically, and then I'll be like, yes, prepare more grapes. More or less.
Prepare more grapes.
Then basically just saying like, as soon as they arrive on the third day, do not hesitate to give them all the information and details. Because on the third day, that's when they're going to act. So that means we need to do it on the night of the second day.
Okay. So, just to clarify too, this is when they will arrive. He expects it to take 3 days for the emissaries to get to the city. And then he'll probably update you at that point, because they might need to prepare. You don't know who they get, but emissaries will arrive, as he has not put down any information in the missive to them. He's just said, like, you need to come here and check this out. Like, you need to see this, basically.
Okay, more or less. All right, so
Yes.
then, yeah, we'll play it by ear, but basically the abduction, like, the whole aim here, by the way, party boys and girl, is we need to basically abduct Ludmilla, like, right before. That way, it doesn't set off the alarm. That way, the other guys don't scramble to, like hide the artifacts and stuff, and they're still caught red-handed. That's why I'm thinking like when we need to organize it in such a way that basically they go investigate. They have zero time for the people that are there to hide or like leave. They'll be caught red-handed. But we need to grab and snatch Ludmilla first. Before then.
The molestation must occur first. Well, you seem to have this date rape planned out.
Yep, the date rape is planned. And now that with that letter sent, right? Now we should make it a little bit easier. I'm thinking, we should coordinate a invitation for Ludmilla about the quest we had done. That we had finally achieved our mission. Remember, because we were sent before to do a mission.
We were.
And we never informed her. It's now time to meet and discuss the information we found. But we'll schedule it conveniently.
Conveniently
The like day before. We like meet a private meeting or something.
Okay, so you wanna schedule that now?
More or less, probably at her abode or something like that. Because where does she live again? In regards to the
He
town?
does have a house in the city limits, I do remember.
Yes. That way we're gonna go in. She'll expect us anyways, and then that's when we spring the trap.
All right. She does have a house. You don't know precisely where, but she does clearly live somewhere. Though she does all of her business out of the warehouse, of course.
Hmm. We need to basically convince her that we need to have a delicate meeting. Her ears only.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden feel ill. All right, carry on.
You could just kill Kyle and take his skull, by the way, Disco.
It seems like that there is probably a lot of people to choose from for that particular one.
It's true.
And you might finally get it back on Zafor's good side. Like a skull of traitor, yes.
I don't think racism will be cured so easily.
It's like, no, I need to keep. But look, does exist.
All right, so
it's mine.
Sound like a plan? Hands is dead.
Hans has given up on you. He's sick of you.
Sounds like a plan.
I think we lost Hands, unironically. Dev's on board.
At least you have Dev's approval. That's something.
It's a start. And
all right. Is there anything else you would like to do in the 3 days then till the emissaries arrive? And specifically, do you want to meet in 2 days' time?
I might train Barbecue a little bit because it'd be kind of nice to be able to kind of recall him if I can, so he doesn't get stuck in combat like Mayo did. Is that possible? Like just spend a couple days if he's attacking something, like trying to get him to come back to me.
It might be. So to carry out actions in combat, we figured out last time that there's actually an animal trainer skill for more advanced stuff.
Right, okay. So it'd be an advanced skill to do that then, I guess.
Yes.
I don't think any of my careers offer it.
Because you do have the horse rider pistolier thing.
I do, but I don't think it had animal care as a skill, which I took, which is the one we thought it relied on.
So in this case, what we'll simply do is, for simple things like return, That'll just be a thing you'll have to. We'll do it kind of like animal training, where you'll have to succeed at a test a few times.
Right.
So you've got 3 days, so you'll succeed on 2 tests over those 3 days, 1 per day. And then you can give him a simple command like "come back," basically, and he'll disengage from combat and return to player.
Okay. So what do I need to pass then? Like, what check do I need to pass?
Animal care will do, since we've been using that.
All right. Give it a go.
No dice on the first day. Mayonnaise, look at you. Forlorn and
Barbecue.
confused.
Poor Mayo. He's dead.
Poor Mayo.
He is. He died a horrible.
Look, we can't expect him to get it right on the first time.
That's true.
I
That would be a
remember
bit
when
much.
Mango was trying to train his giant rat
I
and
remember.
decided, or not him, but the rat decided to act like what British general did you say it was acting like?
I don't remember this. It's been days.
Days, he says.
So he doesn't learn
Cromwell.
it today then, I guess.
No dice.
Okay, we will try again tomorrow. Pat his little head.
All right. The next day dawns. So this is the second day, the day before the envoys arrive. You wanted to meet Ludmilla today?
That's the question. So that's what I was asking. So the envoys are going to arrive, but they're not going to take action because they're just envoys, right?
Presumably.
Well, in that case, we should probably just go to the warehouse and meet her. And instead, that way, otherwise she's going to raise suspicion, that something went wrong. Because we haven't been back in a few days. Now, for all she knows, it was a bit of a journey, so it's not. I don't think it's suspicious yet, but we should meet with her to confirm like everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So no action as of yet. We'll have to keep informed and be ready on a moment's notice, basically.
Okay. All right. You may proceed to the warehouse at your discretion.
We'll probably do it at night. As rats.
Okay. When you arrive at the warehouse, it is very heavily guarded. There's a lot of thugs around. There's barricades around the entrances. And when you're ushered in, Ludmilla seems a little panicked, and she runs up to you and goes like, "Where have you been? Do you have any idea what's been going on? Where's the scout report?"
Had to get it from Orc camp was not easy.
Not easy. The village has been raided by a ghost ship in your absence. The undead are rising in our neighboring settlement. Everyone's panicking. Slavianska has been burned to the ground. Have you been living under a rock the last few days?
Yes.
Pretty much, yes.
Maybe not rock, but close to.
She seems just dejected. She seems like your mother who's learned that you're homosexual and just sighs heavily like, "Oh, how could you?"
So you said Slavianska burned to the ground?
Yes, Slavianskaya, the sister settlement of Savastra, has apparently encountered quite the tragedy.
Just making a note of that.
She dumps back into her chair and just seemingly exhausted by all of this, and waves out her hand like, "The scout report is almost not important anymore, but tell me what was in it."
Notes. Come here.
Remember, We can tell her whatever we want.
Just so the party knows, here's what I have written down that was in the report. Special investigators to look into stolen goods by the Emperor himself. The goods were to be used against Sylvania, large orc movements from the south into the north, and suspected Northmen in the area, but assumed to be not credible.
Okay. Relay the orc information and intel. Exclude the other bits.
Just the orcs? All right.
I mean, I have a feeling she would suspect that, but yeah,
The
like,
orcs,
this is just
but
what was
like,
in the report.
what you're gonna need to do. Okay, sorry, I was having a cookie. But
fuck.
we're gonna, I wasn't finished speaking. We're gonna need to make up something in regards to the other part. So basically, you know, because obviously he was sent to get some important data and information for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, basically, what you could say is like, you know, they're investigating a town, not Zavastra, but 2 settlements away. You know.
So say the Empire is investigating nearby, but not that.
Mm-hmm. They're investigating nearby. You know, they don't really have any idea what's going on or where it is still. To try to alleviate the stress, as if the Empire, you know, the Empire missed their mark.
Saying that investigators were sent, it's like she knows that because it's like, well, she saw them go by.
Yeah, the investigators part she's gonna know. Like, investigators were sent and they're on their way to a town like further up the river or something like that. Like much further. Enough to be like, okay, you know, it's not coming here.
Alright. That's the case. Stalling while I'm looking at certain stats that may become relevant very soon.
How dare you stall?
Alright. Okay. The report said Empire looking into stolen goods sent investigators. Yes. Also, it mentioned large orc movements from the south into the north.
Of orcs.
Didn't I say orcs?
Yeah, no, but I'm enunciating it because for whatever reason your microphone didn't pick it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard or like mountains are on the move. Like that is weird.
that is something to note. Yes, I did say orcs. Yeah, I guess I just didn't pick up the K.
Yep.
All right. She pours herself a drink, sighs heavily. Well, I expected as much. The investigators have already made their presence known here, speaking to the boyar. It is heartening to know, at least, that they are not onto this settlement yet. Then again, we have given them no reason to suspect us, either. He raises an eyebrow at you as if to wonder, like, did you do anything stupid in my absence?
No, just looking at that. Just, it's like, we did nothing.
No. We certainly didn't mobilize an army of 100 individuals to raid our camp nearby or anything that might...
As said, was busy getting your report.
All right, good. Nothing in particular to report. Wonderful. She nods to herself. Good. We might still be able to get away with this then. I have discovered agents that may be willing to take the items off our hands in the near future. If negotiations go well, we should be able to put this whole sorry mess behind us in the next couple of days. I am expecting an emissary to arrive tomorrow evening.
Nara will nod to this. Emissary, you say?
Orc movement is unfortunate, though my contacts have informed me that their activities of their master may cause all manners of local disruptions.
This is just a personal clarification. She's speaking about the emissary.
Now, she's speaking about the emissary's master. The emissary informed her that
Well, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. No,
emissary's
that's
master's
what I was.
present,
That's what I was
right, so-
making sure I was clarifying. She was saying that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. I understood that right then. All right.
To be
Okay.
entirely honest, I wouldn't want to deal with his kind if I had any other option, but there are very few willing to take such merchandise off anyone's hands these days.
Now it just thinks back to everyone's reactions we found out. Yes, it is true. Such items are deadly.
The report made no mention of the purpose for the items.
Look at now.
In terms of excluding information, this might, like, explaining like what the items were for
I
would heighten
personally
her.
don't.
Well, I think it might heighten her fear because if she knows it was for a major,
She seems a
bad-
hint suspicious that there was no mention of the, why these incredibly valuable artifacts were being transported.
So you think I should hide that the report found out they were going to be used against Sylvania?
They were being awarded to. We'll twist it a little. They were being awarded to one of the Count Lords for his goddamn cookie bar, for his loyal service.
They were being awarded to
For
one of the
his
local
goddamn
counts because of his
cookie.
goddamn cookie. Okay.
Because of
That must
his
have been a fucking
loyalty.
amazing cookie.
Very well.
Carl's
Yeah,
like, this cookie is delicious.
Carl Francis is getting whimsical in his old age.
Hey, look, man, he likes a good cookie.
Clearly.
But oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, it mentioned that these were going to be given to a empire. Just to make sure, like me, because I don't fully remember like the empire structure. Like, count in this would be a actual like high position in court.
This would be an elector count.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, elector
just
count.
say yeah. Okay, just wanted to make sure because I couldn't quite remember. These items were going to be given to an elector count for services or some such
For cookies rendered, indeed.
for cookies rendered.
All right. She seems to mull that over for a second and kind of nods to herself. Yes. Presumably the elector count of Östland, then.
Fool.
Fool, he says.
I mean, Ostland makes sense, but if we said Ostermark, she'd connect the dot real quick.
The thing is, I kind of forget the general layout of what.
Ostermark is north
Elector
of
count is
Sylvania, which if these items are given to Ostermark, she'd think a little bit about the items, Ostermark, its positioning, the fact that Sylvania is a fucking nuisance, the fact that the items are conveniently
Anti-undead.
Anti-undead.
All anti-undead. To be fair, if she had the banner, that probably would have been a dead giveaway, but she doesn't have it.
To be fair, Ostermark was what I meant to say too. So thank you, God.
Oh, you meant to say Ostermark, not Ostland.
Yes.
Because I thought we're near Ostland.
Ostland, yeah. Because that's also one of those German things where I think it's Ostland in this, well, so it would be Ostland. In
Ostermark is the bull
Nazi.
chat. Ostermark is the purple and gold colors, or purple and yellow.
Yes, the one on the border.
Ostermark
Because
is
the-
based.
She seems to think that makes a certain amount of sense, probably because of the undead possessions. Well,
It seems like a reasonable reward, you know. Convenient items, you know. Or convenient problems.
convenient items for convenient problems. Right, she becomes quite cheerful at this and saying, "Well, I thank you so very much for services rendered, of course. I heard, by the way, that one of your members was looking to learn lockpicking. Ratatata, you wanted to learn how to open locks, didn't you? Perhaps I can offer the services of one of my men.
That's you, Dev.
I'm just
Why
waiting
not?
for it. There we
I've
go.
been
Constantly
listening.
eat.
I've been listening. I've just been also in the kitchen making
I
some
know.
food.
I
I know.
fucking knew it.
I was waiting for you to come
God
back to the
damn it!
kitchen,
I
yes.
bake snacks preemptively, Dev. I bake them preemptively,
I
and then I
was
have them on my
peeling
table.
potatoes. Thank you very much while listening to the conversation. Just give me a second here. The issue is we don't have enough time for me to learn it
What do you mean?
because we're doing stuff tomorrow, and it takes several weeks to learn a skill without experience.
Maybe he's got like a rule book.
I'm
Sorry,
quoting the
I
rule
laughed
book.
myself.
To be fair, from her perspective, she doesn't know that.
Either way, Dev, take her up on her offer. But no, wait, this guy might actually just have a lockpicking kit in which he can sell. you.
Also, to be fair, my next class learns it anyway, so I might as well just wait.
Either way, placate the lady, Dev. Placate the lady. We're trying to keep up the
And you
deception.
could just say that you were just needing the tools.
Well, we already bought the tools.
No, no, she's offering you like someone to teach you how to use them. You can just say you just needed the tools. Make sense?
Okay, just give me a second here. What's the timetable for the next few days? I know we have to deal with
Tomorrow, the two things happen. The emissary for the Altdorf people arrive. So the emissary for the investigators, they arrive in the city and will probably meet with Boris and Anatoly. And then you will get an update on what exactly is happening from Anatoly, presumably that night.
Right.
Simultaneously, Ludmilla is also talking to her mysterious ambassador on that night as well. And you don't know anything more than that.
Okay. So how long until we backstab these people?
Not long. Not long at all.
Yeah, it's
Judging
likely not.
by travel speed, like if Anatoly makes the case well, then a task force would be dispatched almost immediately, in which case it would probably happen within 2 days, something like that.
Yeah. See, learning a skill without experience and just paying for it,
Doesn't it take like a week or a month?
it takes a significant amount of time. It's weeks based on your int roll. That's why it took you guys 9 months to learn the language. So I can't really learn how to lockpick from her in 2 days.
But maybe you can get a bonus for future. True.
I can't tell her. Yeah, we're destroying you in 2 days. So
That's why I said
no,
Yes.
I can't say
Don't
that
tell
either.
her that.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could just say that you just needed the tools.
Yeah. All right, I'll thank her. Thank you, squeak squeak. But I only needed the tools, and I have them now.
Okay. She roll perception, please, Dev.
I can show her the tools if she doesn't believe me.
No, I don't
No,
think
no,
that's
no,
why
no.
you're rolling perception.
That's not what you're rolling perception.
Okay.
Why don't you just tell her you train with her next week?
Apparently, he still somehow manages to pull it off.
Yep, that's pretty impressive, honestly. Right. As you tell her this, you notice a little shadow pass across her face, as if she was a little disappointed there for a second. Like she had some plans going on there.
Oh.
Well, her
Like-
plans won't matter in a couple of days.
what were the
I think-
plans?
I suspect she was going to use this training exercise to steal something from the boyar or someone like that.
Okay. Or maybe she just really likes me and wanted to spend more time with me.
I'm
There.
kidding.
Obviously,
Dev, I
that
like
means
your
it.
style.
Whatever Rattata needs to tell
Rattata
himself.
like Rattata want Ludmilla to love him.
That is absolutely what Rattata would think. She like smushes his hair back, like yes. wants me.
This is how backstabbing happens.
Right, so she quickly gathers herself back up. It was almost imperceptible. That's why I was asking you to do the perception test to catch it.
Mhm.
But she insists a little bit, like, oh, but my man is very good at what he does. I'm sure he could teach you some tricks, even if you know the trade by heart.
I have a feeling. Oh, okay. What do you think I should do, guys? What do you?
Placater, do it.
I got a feeling. Ooh.
Okay. Let's see. Let me think about this. I'll nod my head and I'll try to act grateful and I'll say, "Okay, Squeak. How about 3 days from now? I'm a bit busy. I'm just gonna try to put it off."
A bit busy. Hey, sorry, Thieves Guild leader, but your professional lockpicker is going to have to wait a couple days.
I don't understand. He actually needs that amount of time to clean up and all that jazz.
He's like busy washing fur.
Then it turns out when he gets there, she actually was not kidding. It was someone else who was going to train him. Some like old dude.
It wasn't actually a joke. It's just an old dude. Okay. So she shakes her head like sadly, as if like, oh, it's very unfortunate. Unfortunately, he'll only be available tomorrow. I'm sending him out on a mission. You see, I would very much like for you to come over to my residence though and meet him if you could find the time. That'd
Say
be
yes, Dad.
fantastic.
No,
Of
I
course,
think
now
this is
Dev says yes.
Yeah,
She's
no,
gonna
no,
know
where
that
she
he
lives.
lied
What?
because she'll have no.
no. I think this is one thing that we say no to.
No, she just
I'll
said come
say-
over. No.
No.
She just-
I'm not doing it this time. Kibbs.
Stop.
Nope. I'm just gonna
No,
squeak.
wait. Literally,
I'll
no.
squeak.
Stop.
I will squeak apologetically
Oh my
and
god.
say perhaps after he returns. Then
Dev,
Because
you
Nick just pushes him over to her.
You
just
just
like, no, you
shot
take.
yourself in the foot with that. She was about to give you access to her residency.
yes, so
And you're the sneaker squeaker.
How short-sighted are you, Dev? This coincides with the plan.
this does not. How does this coincide with the plan?
Hands, help me. My brain is like aneurysms are beginning to form. Aneurysms.
She wants you to meet her parents.
She wants you to go to her house. We don't know where she lives. That's one of the
No, we
bad.
followed her. We know like where she is, or at least where like she dumped something from
We
her
don't.
deliveries.
We don't know where
Yes.
she lives though. Like actual.
No, but I can follow her anytime. It's not a big deal.
But she's inviting you there.
You can literally walk
Yeah,
in
to
and
get
get
stabbed.
Listen, no, that's not what she's doing. Read the context of the situation. Like you're
The context is I'm getting set up. I can read it.
You're not getting set up, Dev.
Yes, I am. Yes,
The
I am.
thing is, she's
nope,
inviting you
this is
over.
what's happening.
I know.
I've already
It's
said.
too late now. It's too late
when,
now.
When
But
he returns.
I'm
when he
saying
returns.
what you
Just
should have
Cars
done.
Nigga just pushing him along, like, no, you go.
Female breeders rare.
Oh my god. Whatever.
No,
So-
listen. No. I genuinely feel like I'm being set up for something that is going to be quite negative. So I am saying when he returns.
You're not. But that's okay.
That's the spirit, Dad. If a woman asks you home, just refuse and say no, whore.
Be gone.
Ugh. I've never lost
Get
so many
shot.
brain cells in one short instance. All right, we keep rolling with it.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Kibbs. What
No.
do you think that she's doing? Just
We're-
tell me.
We're moving past it. She's gonna give you a mission because that's what she's gonna do. And
She's a quest giver.
you didn't even have to do the mission. Just simply going there would have learned you the layout of her house, how to get in. You would have saw the inside of her home, which would give us a massive advantage for when we abduct her.
I don't think that's what's happening. I think there's something.
That's not
I,
what
I
at all.
think. Hold on. I think
If you
she thinks
listened
that we're.
to what she
No,
said,
I am listening, and
You
here's what I
didn't.
got from it. Yes, I did. Here's what I got from it. I think that she thinks that we're up to something, and she wants to try to get that information, and I'm not going to give her a chance.
how does she
So,
think
no.
that? What makes
'Cause
you
I've been
believe
listening
that?
to the conversation. I've been
Yes.
listening to the conversation.
Yeah, but
Some
what
of the things that she's
specifically?
been saying.
Okay, what specifically?
Some of the things she's been saying, some of the ways she's been reacting to certain things, she's been pushing for more
How?
information. I just think, hey, listen, this is my gut feeling, and I'm going with it. Okay,
You haven't said a reason.
I'm going with my intuition on this.
A woman's intuition is rarely wrong.
So there
Good,
is
Dev.
no evidence to suggest it. You just have a gut feeling. Like, you just say that next time. Like, if that's your reasoning, that's fine. You can do that. But don't say you have like a reason then when you don't.
His reason was his gut feeling.
Yes.
Yes.
But you said
I think it was definitely a quest hook.
either way. I mean, it was simply just a quest hook that we could have used to our advantage. But whatever.
I think it was a stabby stab, not a quest hook.
Why would
It's a
she
hook
stab you
going
in-
into my neck.
Why would she stab you? In the
I'll
back?
simply say this: they're not mutually exclusive.
That's
Rat
true. Women
paranoia.
can stab you
There
for
we
no particular reason. It happens.
Jesus. Anyway, there we go.
All right.
I'll graciously apologize.
She definitely does look a little disappointed, but she relents at that point, and says, "Okay, well, it's unfortunate that you you let this valuable opportunity go, but I can hardly force you to accept my hospitality, of course."
Rat business.
Rat business. It's important, rat business.
Mm.
All right. What shall you do now then? Would you like to do another training attempt, Disco?
Yeah, assuming we're back now.
Yep.
Alright, come on. Can train him this time. I'm gonna need a different colored dice.
This is
This is starting to remind me when I was training my rat.
Yeah.
it's
To
working
be fair,
out as
you,
expected so far.
for you, it is a. Wait. Oh, I was looking at Rat-a-tat. I was like, wait, why is your target number different? It's like a different character. But yeah, yours is
Oh.
basically a coin toss.
Yeah. And I'm apparently not very good at this. Better than yesterday's attempt, though.
All right. So the next day comes and goes. You do indeed notice that there is some frantic activity going on, and you receive a letter from Anatoly as you dispatch little sausage to go fetch it, that you expect communiques. And the letter does arrive. He informs you all that the investigators have indeed arrived. Anatoly has briefed them on his opinions of things. And he has, he's how shall I put it? He's enhanced the tale a little bit. Just a pinch. Just a
Mhm.
pinch, okay?
Mm.
Just a pinch. He decided to add what we in the writing world would like to refer to as a
Embellishment.
yes, a flourish, you might say, even, you know? Oh, just a little bit extra.
Mhm.
Where apparently these smugglers, whoever they are, these ne'er-do-wells, they're probably in cahoots with the evil undead as well, you see. And they probably are the ones that have caused all of that horrible damage to the neighboring village. And he says he has proof of this, and he will present the proof tomorrow to the investigators, and that will be the final clincher. He's convinced that not only will they come running once he's presented them with the fact that there's undead nearby, but they will reward him heavily. Like, it'll be amazing. They won't question anything.
So just to make sure I'm getting the timeline right, today at some point, Ludmilla is going to meet with the emissary, yes?
Tonight, yes.
We need to intercept. I already know. We're gonna have to follow it, and then we're gonna have to make sure that this emissary, whoever he is, once he leaves the meeting, gets killed. Because the emissary, otherwise, they're gonna snatch the items. Because the actual feds, quote unquote, are gonna take way too long to act.
The Empire Feds.
They're gonna be behind the curve, even if Anatoly is on point. Like, it doesn't matter. So we have to be ahead of him. And if we follow this meeting and we can find out it's undead, we can maybe
What I
somehow
was
get some
going to
proof.
ask is, I guess, depending on the layout of the meeting, that might also be the best time to kidnap Ludmilla.
Well,
Depending
there's
on what the
another
undead
little,
is.
Yes,
there's
that's
a
right.
slight complication in here, you see, and that is that he also confesses a little bit further on in the letter that he was feeling pressured. Okay, he was in a room with lots of powerful people, a lot of actual Japanese people, and
Yeah.
is
One of his
wavering.
idols associates was in the room. Yes, we know.
Yes, so he may have promised a little bit more than he can necessarily deliver right now. But if you were to go over to the neighboring village and find the evidence of the undead in the area, then everything would be fine. So go do.
Find some undead.
He ends, of course, that he has complete confidence in you, that you'll be able to find this evidence, and it won't even be difficult. The rumors of the undead walking the streets and stuff is totally exaggerated.
I mean, there might be some loot.
Well, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have
I'm
to
dead.
stock.
Don't need stuff.
Now, because we don't know. So do we or do we not know where Ludmilla lives still?
One of the places where she's delivered a bag. That's what you know. So whether
So
that is her
we're
living
kind
place
of-
or not.
We're kind of fucked if we don't luck out and find out where she lives still. So we have a very small window of frame to do that. Oh man, this is gonna suck.
Window of frame.
Or time window.
Window of opportunity.
Window of
Window
opportunity.
of opportunity.
I'm
I
thinking.
knew what he was trying to say.
Yeah. Thing is, it's just. Man, this
Right.
is
So when do we need to find
shit.
that by?
Soon. Now.
Basically, as
Okay.
soon as we can get evidence, is
And
when
we
we
need
should get it.
to investigate this town that was attacked as well. When do we need to attack? When do we need to investigate that by?
By tomorrow night. By tomorrow morning, more correctly, because he promised to deliver his evidence tomorrow.
So-
Okay.
We don't know where Ludmilla lives. We also need to go over there, but we also need to intercept the contact. How far away is the town?
Heck, it's just
The
across
town
the
is
river,
not
isn't it?
far away.
Okay, so
Yes, it's
we could
just above
easily
the
get
river.
there and back, more or less.
Because yeah, if you open up Zavastra,
Oh man, this puts us in a terrible fucking predicament. Fuck. All right. Shit. So we need to figure out. We gotta figure out. Nah, shit.
Can we send any of our rats out to like scour the town and see if they can get her place of residence? Can we use our residence?
You can assign your dudes to missions, yes. They might not necessarily be particularly good at a lot
We're
of
gonna
it.
want to do these ourselves, sadly.
I mean, if it comes down to we can't physically be in all the places
Well, we can. What time
do
was?
it, then we can maybe send. I mean, it might be that they come back empty-handed and we have to go out anyway. But while we're at one, they could be looking for her address.
Mm-hmm.
Worst case, they don't find it.
You do also have the potential added benefit of mayo, not barbecue, mayo, ketchup, or whatever I named it.
Barbecue.
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 no RBQ.
Barbecue.
Barbecue, that too. You could send Barbecue with this detached parting because he can follow trail very easily. So he would be a great tracking hound. And
So-
getting him to follow a trail based on their instructions would be fairly easy, since following trails is what he does.
Hmm.
How
You
is he going
could
to be
do
able
that.
to sneak in the day, though?
They would probably have to move at night. So your window of opportunity would be fairly small. Rather
Only we
slim.
knew where she lived, Dev. All right, well, that's what we're going to have to do. Good suggestion. Like, that's the only option we have.
So we send a party with barbecue.
Yep, so we're going to have
the-
RBQ
and
do
we,
that.
we know she's been, and have him lead them to her.
Mm-hmm.
Just on an info gathering mission.
Gonna have to, because we don't have any other choice anymore. So
Okay.
we'll do that.
Well, what do we have? We have to send some of our stealthiest boys.
The sneakiest of boys. But we're also gonna have to go to that town. So I assume we assign a character. Now, because we have that warp block engineer dude, I assume he'd be the character that would be assigned to this arch.
The Warplock engineer is by far your most intelligent officer currently available.
Yeah, that's exactly my line of thinking. We'll use him to handle that, and then we will go and deal with the thing. You get the honors of telling him. Basil. Yeah. Basil will inform this other rat. Because I don't... my character never met him.
I don't even know if we even got his name. I assume we did.
I don't think we actually got a name. It was like, you'll get the name later.
Yeah.
Engineer dude person. Let's
Fair
just
enough.
name him MacIver. McSqueaker. There you go.
Is he still at the tavern?
Presumably, yes. Why would he ever wish to move?
Wait, I know. Rattler.
That's awful.
All
No,
right,
Max
well,
Squeaker. MacIver.
I'll take Mayo down there, inform him that we need him to find a team of the sneakiest squeakers, and go on some
Gotcha.
info gathering with the barbecue.
Yep.
I don't know what he is, a wolf rat.
Because we wanna do the other quest personally, because that one we need the evidence to even get their attention.
All right. MacGyver looks at you, looks at his mechanical arm, his clanking mechanical leg, the fact that he's half machine, like a little bit of puff of smoke comes out of his spinal column. I've always appreciated a challenge, I guess.
Well, not need to go personally. Oversee mission. Yes.
He grabs Barbecue's leash. Barbecue immediately tries to bite him, of course.
Yes, watch that end. It's sharp.
Bit of a wrestling match ensues, but by the time you leave, Barbecue seems to have decided to bid his time, if nothing else. Like, he might not be able to bite him now, but there might be an opportunity later.
I feel like he'll probably just end up hurting his teeth.
That's very possible. All right, so he comes back and reports to you a little bit later that he's found his platoon. It's 5 storm vermin in full armor. Sneaky they may not be, but the other ones tried to steal my drink, so
I'm just gonna look at him and nod. Well, that is a high crime. Let's not take those ones.
he seems optimistic though. Like he seems to have a very good feeling about this, frankly.
Well, I'll tell him where to try and pick up the trail, and reiterate that it is just to find out the information, that they're not to make themselves known.
Okay, that's correct. Good. It's fantastic. It's amazing, lovely, wonderful, adorable, stunning, brave. Many other
We're
words.
almost a proper Warren, telling people what to do instead of always doing it ourselves.
Oh, getting there.
Excellent.
Now, as for the other settlement, though, that you're going to have to go to yourself, it is a little little ride over the water, over the river. The ferry that they used to use to ferry stuff across and over has broken down during the attack. But there is still the wire hanging there. So there's like a couple of guide ropes basically stretched across the river. That would probably be your easiest way across for such agile, for such egile vermin as yourself.
Okie dope.
Egile vermin. I like that. Right. What is your course of action, great leader?
Well, I guess we're gonna head off to the town of Sadness. Well, I assume it's called the town of Sadness now.
It's not. It's called the Slavyanashkaya.
Sadness. Yeah.
Town of Sadness it is.
Did you say e-girl?
No.
I don't
Okay.
like. Oh my god.
So we're shimmying across this wire then, right?
Looks
That's the
like it.
plan?
Gonna have
Okay,
to.
what would that be?
Agility.
Everyone's got to roll it, I assume.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's gonna go
It's not scale
horribly.
sheer surface, is it?
No, the rope is not sheer.
Big,
Agility.
sad. Only the slimmest of failures. Oh well. Oof. Good job, Haynes.
I guess. Should I re-roll that?
Oh,
you
hey,
go.
2 people succeeded.
Ah,
Nah, I wouldn't burn or use a feat. Sorry, right at this point in juncture.
50% success rate. Not bad.
Gnarl's
by relative
pretty good at
standards.
this whole agility thing. When he wants to be.
All right. You begin shimmying across. Dev and Null make it across without any problems, really. Both of them are remarkably adept at this whole shimmying business. Kyle, not quite so much. Like, he's struggling quite a lot. Like, he's grabbing a hold of it, falling off the rope a little bit, desperately grabbing back on. It's not a very elegant performance, but he makes it across too.
Well,
And by comparison, Disco's even worse. Maybe it's the trauma of losing Mayo and now having given barbecue over to some stranger who smells of smoke and alcohol. But she can't concentrate today, and you take a long time to get across. Like, the others are already across on the other side long before you get there and waiting impatiently.
But you made it. Good.
But are you ashamed of yourself?
It'd be more shameful if you fell. Look at it that way.
I just took time. Enjoy journey. Yes. No judge.
Archie's such a kind GM. He could have drowned Disco now arbitrarily, but he didn't.
Arbitrarily, yeah, okay.
You fell off and then drowned.
You may know how to swim, but that no matter. Dead.
GM no care. I did actually read the drowning rule in this game. It's pretty harsh. It's not very nice, frankly.
I can
Well,
imagine
yeah.
drowning would be a pain.
Sounds like it's you die almost.
Kinda. Now, having shimmied across, you are met by quite the disgusting sight, frankly. Slavyanyaskiskiyolovlylavlav, Russian words. Has
Slavic
definitely seen better days. Has
Town
definitely
of
seen better
Sadness.
days.
Yes.
It's suffered a hell of a lot worse than your own little home. The fires are still raging, and what little survivors were in the city have either fled into the forests, or headed up towards Ozel, or maybe crossed over the river the same way you did, or before the ferry was taken down. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of a civilian population left at all. The city is little more than an enormous, smoking, burning ruin at this point. If you could all roll perception, please, and then I can tell you what you notice. All right. Gnarl, you wander off into the bush and kill yourself. That's how bad your roll was.
I doubt that.
uh,
I mean, it was 5 degrees of Celsius.
Yep.
uh,
Like Gnarl, you see a suspicious light in the forest and you go to investigate. Turns out to be a beastman warband. Please re-roll.
that's not quite how perception works. It just means how he percepts things, not that he goes off and does something. Ah!
True.
It might, Kyle. Might.
Even if he did a
We need
critical
to make
fail,
Noel some
it
glasses,
just
I
means
think.
he didn't see anything, or worse, he would fucking call bad info.
Meanwhile, Dev, however, has very sharp little augen he does, and rolls very well. Right, so Dev, you notice that whilst the city is gone, like it's kaput, it's kaputski, there is a tremendous amount of tracks moving away from the city. Now, some of them do what you'd expect, panicked civilians to do. They head out into the forest, into the nearby area, or streaming towards the ferry location. But another huge amount, and a lot of them they're weird. Like they don't walk right. Like the person was
Would you say that these
halting.
are like shambling tracks?
Shambling, even, yes, that would be a word that could be used to describe it.
See.
And they're all leading towards the local graveyard. Oh.
Convenient. It's almost like we were told to go there, or at least
That's
a
very
graveyard.
interesting. But first, is there anything of value to take from the city?
This is the poor part of town. There's nothing valuable here.
Who knows? Maybe there's a lockbox with 5 silver. Who knows?
There's fire.
It's fire.
We're here
Is
for
it
a specific
valuable fire,
time-sensitive
though?
mission. Rat-a-tat-a.
Yeah, we are
But what about their
time-sensitive.
cutlery?
Is there anything valuable, Arch, that I can see with my 2 degrees
Well,
of success?
If you're willing to roll a few agility tests to get to through the fire, there might be.
This is a good idea. What do you guys think?
No.
Kibbs, have some kind of spell ready to douse me of my flames.
I'll see.
Prepare the one where the
doesn't
assassin's
think it
body
would.
disintegrates on death. Prepare that one.
Yeah, prepare that one.
Actually, wait, hold on.
Is that
Can't I
okay?
just skitter leap through the fire? Yeah, I'll just skitter leap
Remember,
through the
no,
fire.
I will remind you that using skitterleap is extremely noticeable because of the noise.
There's already a fire raging. It's fine.
You're also going to be somewhat distracted due to, the raging fucking fires. So I'll have to actually ask you to cast it with rolls this time around. Because fire.
Well, hold on. Do I see anything like, say on the other side of a wall of flames that is good to look at, and maybe I should go investigate it?
Well, your Jewish senses are tingling as if
Okay.
you feel like there's something valuable, but you have no visual proof to back this up. It's just a feeling.
Just the Jewish fifth sense.
Yep.
Do I know approximately where?
Yes, like you can go there. It would take you 2 skitter leaps or 2 agility tests to get there.
Okay. Well, I should try it out. What's my agility at this point? I got some agility.
Your
level
agility
ups.
is fairly good.
It's 54. That's a pretty good agility.
Actually, that's a coin toss. That's actually not good for this
Yeah,
system.
sounds right.
Dev's eyes. It's the glass is half full. It's basically, overflowing, really.
I will grant you. I will grant you. Yours is technically better than a coin toss. Or a
Talk
coin
about
toss.
embellishment, right hand?
Well, to be fair, skitter leap is slightly better because I have to get higher than 8 or higher on a 20 2d10s. So
statistically speaking, I do believe that is slightly better. Yes.
all right. Well, let's see if I can skitter leap to it then.
All right.
Also, because if I fail an agility test, I die. If I fail a skitter leap test, I just don't cast it.
I don't think you die.
I fall in the fire.
I
fall
don't
in the
think
fire.
death is going to be the issue here. I think it's going to be the burning after you get caught on fire.
You
that's gonna be
might
the
Yes.
skitter leap into the fire, Dev. Have you thought about
Or-
that?
Well, no, because because skitter leap, if you fail at the cast, it just doesn't happen.
Dev's like,
Well,
I can see the
Alternatively,
fire.
you can get one skitter leap successful, and then you fail, and then you get burned still.
Hmm.
Like there's going to be dangers either way.
And alternatively, this might be a narrative event where the usual rules of the universe suddenly cease to exist.
Oh,
Gosh
yeah?
darn Birch. Birch will be Birch.
All right, I will attempt the skitter leap then.
All right, go on.
So how does this? Isn't there 2 rolls associated? How does this work?
How much magic do you have?
I haven't had to like cast in combat in a while.
I don't think you have.
I have
much.
2.
It's like
I have
one or-
2 magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one or
Okay,
two.
in that case, you can choose how much magic you want to use. Now, these will be 2 separate turns, so there's really no reason for you not to just use both.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
be using both.
Yeah, and then you
Gives
just
you a
need
higher
8
chance.
or more.
We're gonna
Oh, is that
smell
it?
some
Okay.
singed rat in a minute.
I thought there was a channeling test involved.
No,
Or is that for
this is
something
just a cast spell.
I think you're thinking of something else.
All right, here we go.
Dev is rolling.
I
That's
made
a
it.
10. So it's cutting it close, but
So where did
Right.
I warp to? In the middle of the fire?
your first cast, you spy a little bit of a protrusion that looks like it's far enough above of the fire to not cause any serious injury. You
Mhm.
hope.
Mhm.
And so you take aim and you skitter leap away, praying all the time that Kyle will be standing ready with a bucket on the shore if something goes really wrong here.
Don't worry, Karsnick it isn't.
Don't worry.
I'm sure you
not.
can summon a rainstorm, Kyle. It'll be fine.
Not that
You
powerful.
can summon a storm, but it's not a rainstorm.
Lightning, zappy, zappy.
Just the same.
If you brace yourself, you will still be wet. All right. With a puff of smoke, you disappear and you reappear right above the ledge you were aiming at. A little bit of a desperate scrambling later, and you've managed to claw your way onto the ledge. You've managed to get into a position where you figure you're stable enough to try for another cast.
Okay, where am I going? Is there a thing that I see?
Yes, you've spotted your next destination.
All right, here we go.
Come on, Dev. Good boy.
All right.
You still got to get back, mind.
Yep.
That's true.
This one's a bit safer. Like you find yourself a decent hole in the roof. Like you're like, okay, the roof is doing well. I can totally go over there. So you teleport yourself into the air right above the roof, and you fall down on it with a clatter of shingles. But there's nobody home, so nobody's to be too disturbed by this. The shingles are pretty warm beneath your shoeless, furry feet, but not bad enough to scold you. Though you probably don't want to be here for too long.
Right.
Now, your juice senses are tingling about the inside of the house, and through the hole in the roof, you can see something rather shiny hanging on a plaque in the wall. The inside of the room, although a lot of it is currently on fire and very smoky, appears to have been some kind of pretty fancy pants office at some point. Like you can see the remnants of big old bookshelves, a huge oaken desk and stuff. So whoever lived here must have been a man of some means.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to try and reach down and grab it?
Let's see. Yes, let's do so. I don't think there's any spells that'll help me with this, so let's
All right.
try. What does it cost? Oh, you're just gonna roll something?
I'm just gonna roll something. All right, that went pretty well. You reach in and it's a bit finicky. You gotta really reach in there. You just grab a hold of the object and you pull your hand back as a enormous piece of the wood roof just smacks in. Enormous loud booming sound, everything's on fire. You pull back as quickly as you can, and you're now standing upon a roof that's looking decidedly unstable. So I'd hurry with that skitter leap if I were you.
What do I have though? What am I holding?
Well, you can you can stop to investigate it if you'd like.
I assume I shouldn't do that just yet. Okay.
Why not?
I would
Otherwise, you're going to
assume-
take fall damage. And we all know how
And-
you deal with fall damage.
And fire damage. All right. I'll skitter leap back.
All right. So another success, right? You're back onto the beam again. The house fully collapses behind you just as you leave. You can see your friends and compatriots standing by there, apparently betting maybe on how many pieces you get back in. Just one more skitterlape and you'll be safe.
I'll yell to them, if this fails, let my treasure burn with me.
You cheer
No,
back.
no, we
Ow.
save it for you to remember.
All right. Let's see. Right
We
at
will
the
not
end.
let you die in vain. We will take your treasure from you.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I made it.
Go take your treasure from your dying corpse.
I mean, from his burnt, charcoaled hands.
No. That's the last one, and you pull off that one too. So Deb finally reemerges on the riverbanks, looking pretty good. Yeah, he's looking pleased with himself. He's pulled off the bullshittery, and he's alive to tell the tale.
Excellent.
Now then, Dev, what are you holding in your clammy little palms right now?
10,000 gold.
It's very unlikely.
It's a piece
How
of
you
used
could
toilet
physically
paper.
carry that much.
It's like, God damn it.
So should I do another perception to figure it out?
Wouldn't that
Well,
be evaluate? If you wanna
yeah,
do that?
evaluate, analyze, some stuff like that would be
All right.
good.
Let's roll evaluate. What do I have? No idea.
Dev's not sure. There's another person in your power too with evaluate, but maybe Dev
Does
doesn't.
anyone
like
else want
that
to see
person
what I
anymore.
got? I mean, it looks expensive, so
I mean, I can look at it. Are you back?
He's
yep.
back.
You have to use evaluate. Evaluate rolls.
We'll see if Disco succeeds.
Well, assuming you've held it up to me, I'll take a look.
All right, Disco, you get very excited about this too. Like, he's actually found something pretty interesting here. It's a large silver plate, right about the size of like a really fancy wristwatch kind of stuff. And it's got a blue twinkling little jewel sat in the center of it. You can immediately tell that this is not just your everyday ornament here. Like there's something special about this, and you feel like you can sense just a slight tingle as you touch it as well, as if there's some magic at work here.
Okay, so it's probably best to turn to Krasnik and be like, "This appears to be perhaps a magic item. Can you tell
Oh.
more about it?"
I will use magical, what you call it?
Magical sense. I have it too. If you fail.
Yep.
Yeah, but you had no idea what you had.
But now that I know, I can probably figure it out.
Did that go through?
I'm not seeing it.
Not yet.
Can't see it yet.
Sake.
Nope.
I see die rolling now.
There you
There it
go.
goes.
27, 2 degrees of success. That's plenty. Right, yes. What Dev has found here is a pretty cool little item. Presumably, the person who was owning it before had no real clue what he had, but it is set in a silver plate, a silver inlay with a big old jewel in the center, so he undoubtedly figured it was valuable enough to keep. But what it is it's a magical focal. Once you carry this, you can add on another magic dice up to 3 times every day. So this will be per session based, but day sounds more in universe.
All right.
So it gives another magic die once per session or day.
Yes. Once per session, you get 1 more magic die.
Wait, didn't you just say it was 3 times per day?
Yeah, 3 times per day. Sorry.
Oh, 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Click right
All right.
again.
Excellent. So who gets to use it?
Well, you found it, so you can have it.
Do you usually need a dice boost? Oh, actually, don't you have a staff that does that anyway?
Yeah, it gives me
I
a
thought
free
the
warp.
staff was like
warp
a
staff
reroll or
thing.
something like that.
The staff gives him the effect of eating warp stone, so it hyper boosts his spells.
I've,
Oh,
also,
okay.
I've also
Although I
got
would say,
4 magic
given that-
dice.
Given the dev casts most of his actually as like buffs out of combat, it's probably more useful to Kyle.
It might be, but it is his loot.
Well, I'll keep it for now, just in case. And if I need to give it to you another time, I will.
It also does unlock some of Dev's heavier spells too. Now that he has 3 dice.
Mhm.
Yeah, because before I couldn't do
Some of those
I couldn't
like
do traceless demise.
yeah, some of
or
those
warp
target
stars.
numbers were pretty hefty for his.
I don't know if
magic
he'd
level.
want to do traceless demise. Deb be like, Deb ready
Well,
to die for the cause.
Dev, before you die, this is very important. We need you to get rid of everything from your corpse. Or sorry, soon to be corpse.
I think the idea of the sorcerer class is that you spec into other magic classes just to get more magic points, but you still spend your time being a stealthy, so it's all stealth magic.
It's a lot of versatility. Like the ability to like sticky fingers and stuff is very good stuff. The ability to literally walk on walls has been very useful to you so far.
More useful when he remembers to cast it.
That too.
Yeah, it's like something along the lines of like a spell sword or something like that.
It's also what else? You've also got Black Whirlwind, for example. You get access to that one now as well. And what's the attack spell you've got?
Warp stars.
Warp stars, right? Yeah, that's 26. So it's still a difficult cast, but with the silver shuriken, so if you get a regent bag like Kyle, you get a bonus of 3 to that cast.
We could probably easily get one of those delivered. Next shipment.
Don't they have one?
Oh.
I thought I did. No, I do not.
So there's a magic missile with damage 2 that, if so long as it deals 1 wound, it deals 5 additional wounds, regardless of armor or toughness. So long as
That's actually pretty good as long as you can do
That's
1 damage.
quite ridiculous.
yeah, that's actually a pretty decent.
That's the fuck you and your armor spell.
Yes, it's not bad. Right. Well, Deb, you found yourself a fancy thing in the burning building. Aren't you happy?
That's amazing.
Now, would you care to proceed to the graveyard and the combat map I laid out before you?
Is there any more gold in the city?
No, I think you've literally taken all the gold in the entire city.
Oh, okay.
I have a feeling the combat map you're talking about is dogs in the yard.
Yes.
Dogs in the yard. There we go.
I wonder what this could be.
Is it dogs in a yard?
Did already launch this map.
It'll be a surprise, is what it's gonna be. Oh,
More doggos. Oh no. Kyle's gonna be like, I need them. I need to take their scalps.
No,
Make hats.
not the scalps, Disco, the whole head. Oh, what's the button for maps again? Or wait, pictures,
Images.
Images.
images. Dogs in the yard. Cringe. Cringe is cool.
It's not cringe, Kyle.
Look,
Like,
see?
it's objectively not. It is objectively cool. That's
Barge
true.
is literally predictable. He's like a poorly written barge.
A poorly written.
Take it big. I don't see shit. I don't see shit.
Why not? Oh.
Fix it.
Well, I guess we don't have a token on the map.
Fix it.
No,
Gibbs,
you should
token
have tokens
aren't-
on the
no,
map.
everything is black and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Barge man.
I
Bad
could
man.
drag my own token everywhere. What does that do? Nothing. Nothing. Doesn't do anything, Barge. There's no.
Well,
No.
maybe that's on purpose. Have you considered that?
It's dark.
You gotta get used to the dark. Disco.
Yeah,
You
but
have to
we've got
embrace
good
that.
eyes. We've got good little ratty eyes, which means we can't see in the dark.
Kyle, explain how this makes sense.
Explain what makes sense.
I don't
Oh,
know.
something flashed up there for a second.
Come up with something, Kyle.
It
Waiting for
makes
you to
sense
fix
because
your
the
game,
GM
Barge.
screwed up.
Are you refusing to do what I tell you to do?
Hurry up, Barge. Come on, Barge.
Are you carrying out some kind of rebellion against me? Because if you are, I will kill you first.
Barge, fix it.
Barge
Right.
doesn't
How
fix
did you do this in order again? So you needed to do like a thing now. Oh, that's right. Mayo's dead, so his token doesn't exist anymore. Poor Mayo.
Poor Mayo. There's now barbecue though, but he's not here.
It's true. He's been sent with a stranger to do something.
Yes.
If I do that and then I do this, then that does a thing. And then I do this. No,
There's
that's-
me. Yeah, I
It's
can
in Party
see.
Vision.
I can no. Well, I can see me.
I can see part of the map. I can only see what
There's
Spaz
Karsnicket.
sees.
Yeah, it's not party vision. Like, depending on which token you click on, is what you can see. There's Gnarl.
No, if you click off your token, you can see what the party sees.
Uh,
Can't
What?
click off my
did
token.
one of your icons just disappear?
Don't know.
Not that I've noticed.
Scratchel,
While you're figuring that out, I'm going to refill my water.
We need Ratchta. Yes. Here he is.
There, you're all on the board now.
Yay.
All right. The graveyard is a dark and foreboding place. It's boding bad for many things, honestly. You know, the wind is rustling in the leaves. It's all creepy deepy and shit. There's well, the dead are literally walking around. That's unusual. That doesn't usually happen. As you can in fact see many people who don't look healthy. They do not look healthy, stumbling around in the graveyard, in amongst the tombstones and so on. There's an eerie sound in the air, and everything is unnaturally cold. Kyle has no reaction to this.
Just like me. Don't care. Scaling tent. Bam, bam, bam.
Oh
bam,
god, more
bam.
skeletons.
Scaling tent. Bam, 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 bam. Well, Karsnicket don't want to go in there.
Yeah, we'll stay back here.
Yeah. I think we'll let the expendables go forward. Oh.
Or at least the people with armor on.
Unfortunately, it sounds like silence. I think your front line has decided to rebel against you and refuse to move.
That's tragic.
Just nudge him forward.
Consider executing Hans whilst he is away getting his coffee or tea or whatever gay stuff he was going to do.
I feel like we need him. He's got the most armor on.
Yeah, but you could take his armor.
I can sneak at least.
Dev's forbidden from sneaking anymore.
I'm not sure your sneaking is going to be particularly helpful.
Well, if I just sneak ahead and they don't see me, I can get us a lay of the land. Let's see. How quiet am I?
Have you cast your things yet? Oh, jeez.
I am back.
Oh,
God
jeez.
damn it.
Oh, jeez.
Deb
Oh,
wanders
God.
off to die.
A fucking
Oh,
pure
no.
failure. 100.
Choose
Deb,
your
no.
torture, Barch. Make him
I get
suffer.
back, and this is the first thing I see.
I see the gods want to punish Dev. This is a good thing.
So I guess I'm very
Deb,
loud.
no.
I guess I'm extremely loud.
Like you like stub your toe and squeal or something.
All right, so you enter the graveyard. You spot the first few shambling corpses and stuff. And Kyle and Disco is having a conversation like, we should send in the meat first. Meanwhile, Dev apparently finally realizes the treasure he's got. Like, he finally manages to clip it onto his wrist or something, so it looks like a fancy Rolex, except not a watch. And he's so excited by this, he just shouts out and celebrates, like, whoa!
You know what
Look
my
at this, guys.
Do you know what my interpretation is? So, Kibbs, remember that scene from Lord of the Rings where in the Mines of Moria, and Mary's just messing with that skeleton, and then it just falls over, creating all that racket?
Yeah, kicks it. Yeah, it falls
Yeah,
into the hole.
I'm imagining he just like looks at a corpse and just like, kicks it really loud. It's like,
So
I
I
don't know what I
have-
expected, but I did it.
I have 54 agility and 2 checks in silent move, and I still critically failed it.
Yeah. Because if you remember, that's why how I lost my halberd in that last fight, because I rolled the
Yeah,
100.
both you and the guy you were fighting threw your weapons into a bush.
Ridiculously unlikely that we both did it, but yes, that did happen.
That is the beauty of a dice system.
There's always a chance that that can happen.
It does funny things.
Well,
Rightio then. Well, all of the undead, they do indeed turn to look at you. So,
I mean, are we sure? Have they all rolled perception to check if they heard it?
I don't
Maybe
think
there's
that
one
they
at the
need
back
to
that
look.
didn't, you know?
So maybe the play at this point is for
We
For
throw
Gnarl and
the
I.
not so sneaky squeaky rat into the pile of skeletons and run away.
it's annoying because
So-
this would have been a great time for me to like test out my new stealthing skills, but that's not
So,
going to happen.
Gnarl and I should do like a 300 situation here, where we stand right here and make them feed into us, because these are walls, right? Or we'll
All I
stand
know is
here,
if there's a
maybe.
fucking undead revenant, I'm ready for him this time.
Art
Yeah.
said
So
there
what
was
we-
formations in the previous session.
So we're doing the formation thing.
Yep.
The previous session.
Because if
I
that,
don't
if we
remember.
don't do that, that
Here.
means that I can't actually shoot.
Yeah, but formations you can. That's what he said. Like 4 months ago.
Like 4 months ago.
That was a while
A
ago.
lifetime
Did
ago,
say that.
probably.
You could also stand here, like down here, and shoot like this.
Well, no, she wouldn't because she's not in
No, I would
formation
shoot.
anymore.
Because we're in the way, that would cause issues.
Oh my
Maybe,
God.
Yeah. Well, the idea
No.
should be that we bottleneck them here, since obviously they're going to come running right now.
Yep. Get in formation. Chip chop. British officer style. Not one step back.
Yeah.
Anyone I see taking a step back will be lightninged. Zap.
Assuming you can cast it, Grey Rat.
Do you have
Fails.
time for this,
Sucks
Arch?
us all into the warp.
That's
Yeah,
a
basically,
great
we're just
question,
pushing Ratchet to the front line there, like, you take hits. you,
I have a shield for
you-
that reason.
you got their attention. You stand
fuck
there.
up. You fuck up. You fix it.
This is very cruel and unusual, and I don't. This
You
this
don't condemn it.
picking
You
on Porky.
like it. Don't lie, Arch. We know you. You're sadistic little fuck. Yeah.
If you're really sending him out to die, it's like, Rattata, go into the middle, unsupported. If you live,
Nope. Hold
maybe
on,
we accept.
wait. Put us each like one square back, Arch.
Boy, if I don't want to.
Come on.
I kind of
It'll be
like
okay.
it so that you're easily grabbable. He's like, thanks.
Yeah, for each one more. I should probably delete my stuff. How do I delete it?
Use the
That's just
eraser.
making it worse.
That makes it
That's
slightly
worse.
worse, yes.
Oh,
If you
Lord.
grab the eraser. if
That's
you grab
not.
the-
Oh my god. Okay.
What's
What are
that
you
do?
doing?
Oh,
No,
they
just, on
changed
my
it. Look at that.
On my screen, the eraser actually erases the terrain.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah, he's
Oh,
not
oh.
wrong. I
What's
see
my
little
eraser
boxes
do?
where I did that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mine doesn't do
Oh.
it. Mine works.
Wait, no. If you unclick it, it goes away.
Yeah. But like temporarily, it looks like you're deleting the whole game.
Okay. That's an odd way to visualize it, but I guess it's showing you where you erased.
Yeah.
So,
So I guess we're just going to who?
Marlo's
That's
having
Gibbs.
flashbacks to the tomb.
That's Kibbs.
I guess we see how many come a running.
All right. You should probably roll initiative.
Yes,
believe.
we probably should. Rolling initiative. Let's close barbecues. I don't need a barbecues
Where?
thing. Combat
Right. Got it.
initiative.
Whamming, trying to play games.
It didn't appear.
Hard to
Main
find it.
combat.
Yeah, it's being slow.
Yeah.
It's just having a little bit of a lag. That's normal.
Initiative die. Where are you? Right there.
It's having a moment.
It's gonna have
Okay.
another moment now when I roll initiative
Oh.
for the NPCs.
God, I'm next to
It's
the
also gonna have a moment for me because I rolled the
I'm
die.
next to
with,
the magic
Heskin.
rat again. I'm having flashbacks to when he tried to send me somewhere bad.
He does that frequently. I don't know why he does that. He's cruel and unusual. And nobody likes it when he does that.
What are you talking about? Are you being blonde again? A little bit.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. It got up now.
Okay, if yours is just getting
Ugh.
undone, mine should be here shortly.
Yeah, it rolled all three at once. Oh,
I know for me, I
cool.
rolled a 5.
Quit downloading your hentai in the background, Barge.
It's like,
Kyle,
no, that
what did
hentai
you
should be
write on the
downloaded
map?
by the end of the session.
He wrote
I
something
wrote
like-
a beautiful word.
Kyle, you've been reported to YouTube's terms of service. Chat, in fact, right, chat. Terms of service objection. Kyle objected to it. Report him. Do it now. Hurry.
No.
You know he would be reporting your channel, right?
That's fine.
That's
So
fine.
long as it brings
this is-
Kyle down.
You know this is your channel, right?
Archer's like, please report my own stream. Thank you very much.
Please report.
He
your
looks at
channel.
you. He puts on that little like hairstyle that Lord Farquaad had from Shrek, and he's like, "That is a sacrifice."
I'm willing to make. Lord Farquaad is great.
As long as it brings Kyle down in the end. Oh, chat, you should have heard him yesterday. It was disgusting. Like, just randomly he started accusing me of saying the N-word.
Oh my god. So Archer's like,
It was in very poor taste, in my opinion.
Arch is all like, okay, let's play Lost Ark. I really want to play it. And I'm like, okay, I'm your friend. I'll play this game that you want to play because I'm a nice person. He's like, oh, don't.
That's bullshit.
I'm
You
so-
fought me on that
And
for
then
weeks.
so, you know what he does? Like when we're playing it, and he's like, I'm just going to drop the N-bomb like twice in this stream. And I'm like,
Why? See, that's the worst part, too. It increases every time the story is told.
and the best
Look,
part
Arch, you
is
only said it 4 times.
the first time he caught himself, right? The first time he caught himself.
Well, if I caught himself, I didn't say it, now did I?
You did.
lying
If you watch
wretch.
the Lost Ark VOD, you'll have your proof, SJWs who want to cancel Arch. There you go. You're welcome. Now give
You
me
lying
clicks.
wretch.
No.
Chat, I don't understand how I can be friends with him anymore. It's just,
Chat
betrayer.
says chat stands with Keeb. They're starting to see. They're finally understanding that Kibbs was always right all along, and they become Kib pilled. They're like, it's
See-
just a Kib world after all.
the way I know you're lying is because you say Keeb, because they would never call you Keeb. They
That's
would call
literally what they did, though.
Pencil
Chat
boy?
stands with Keeb.
They would call you Pencil Boy.
This
or
is how we
something.
know you dropped the N-bomb on my channel. Look at your lies are too weak now.
Something derogatory. I can't believe he accuses me of this either, chat. It's disgusting, is what it is.
Hmm.
Alright, it's Gnarl's turn first. Gnarl.
Now then, these are Scow Bros of some variety. They've noticed us. We're in formation. I think it's going to take them a while to get to us. But here we are supposed to stand.
I don't know if it's worth you like delaying your turn, although I don't think they would get to us
Delaying's
this
not
turn.
going to do anything because they're not even going to get to me like in the entire
You
round.
might as well
Is
delay
it worth-
just in case something runs the corner.
Is it worth you going into defensive stance?
True.
References. Defensive stance is a full action. I mean, sure, why not? Defensive stance.
Do it too, Devereux, or you'll be beaten. He's not excited about being beaten.
All
Or-
this senseless violence.
He's so excited about being violently violated. that he can't
Like I
contain
said, I'm
himself.
just waiting
Standing
for
there
that
in
undead
shame.
corn worshipper to round the corner. It's like, hello. Why, hello there.
Dev, what would you like to do in your turn? Peel potatoes. Thank you very much.
Insightful.
Put the potato down, Dev. The potato.
Riveting commentary on the
Dev.
You
human
know that
experience.
the kitchen's a little bit far away from, right? Okay, so
Well, you
Um,
shouldn't be in the
what
kitchen.
does what
It's
does
time for
defensive
RP.
stance actually do?
If I remember right, it gives them a malice to their attack or something like that, right?
Yes.
And what does that mean?
It's like a -10.
Okay, I might as well then, since we're just waiting here. I will also do defensive stance.
All right. What about Scrazzle? What does Scrazzle want to do?
Yeah.
It might actually be worth
Whammon.
me delaying. How far away are these?
A decent distance.
Yeah, it's probably worth me delaying my turn because I might be able to hit some of them as they run over to us. Maybe.
It'd be really
Um,
interesting to get the perspective on the people in the other city. It's like, why are there a lot of gunshots? I don't think we sent anyone over there, but it's fine.
Well, yes, I'll delay.
Okay. So you're delaying your turn with the hope of firing weapon.
Something will hopefully get itself a little bit closer.
You know, something might round the
Okay.
corner to the right or the left.
Well, they're all. I assume they're probably all gonna start running at us. So they'll eventually come into
Running
range.
or sprint, I believe that's mechanically what it's called. No, just run.
Well, we've already made a whole hell of a lot of noise, so
You
I
say
don't have
we.
to worry about
Say
beating.
we.
Yes, we. The royal we.
You. That's true. You all did make a lot of noise. There's no doubt about that. And
Not
speaking
so
of,
squeaker.
there's another animal in the wild that is sensitive to noise.
I have a feeling it's a dog.
No,
bet it's a
not
dog.
a dog.
Bats.
You, my dear sirs, have been ambushed, battered.
Cringe.
It's big bad five's turn.
What the fuck is this?
A bat bush, apparently.
It's a bat bush, yes.
Well, they can't be that hard to kill. They're bats.
Gets wiped out by them.
Yes.
I remember they weren't necessarily the hardest to hit.
These things. I remember them like it was November or something.
Like it was November. It was very specific.
It was November, October when we fought these things
Aha.
All right, well,
last year.
we can't do anything because we're in the front. So you guys have
Or
fun
no,
back there.
we took a hiatus. Probably summer. My God.
Was there bats then?
I don't remember.
There was bats in the tomb. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Well, Scrazzle does have a saved action. Remember, you must declare that you're using your action at whatever point.
Well, I assume I can't use it in the middle of their turn, can I?
You can. When you reserve an action, you can just say whenever you want to use an action. Like it's a half action, mind
Okay.
you.
It's a half action. Is it okay? Well, I guess I will do mine now, and I'll quick draw to my hand weapon, and hit the closest one.
And there's a
I
few
can't
closest ones.
aim because, well, yeah, whichever one. They're all full health. Doesn't really matter.
It does matter, Disco. Tell me which one you're aiming at. Otherwise, I'm going to have you shoot dead.
7! And what, with a hand weapon?
Okay, so you're shooting at big old bat number 7.
Oh, I'm stopping at big old bat
Alright.
number 7.
Okay.
I
Alright.
quick spray to my hand weapon.
She did say that.
Yep, okay. All right. Stop pushing me, Ketchup. Yeah.
Egypt.
Karsnik, why are you all the way down there? God, your initiative roll is trash.
Pathetic, I know. Right. You, in a bit of a panic, draw your hand weapon and stab out against the closest one, but you're clearly a little bit flustered by the bat bush, and you do not hit. Now, time to bat bang someone. Has Batman actually made the grapies with the Catwoman thing? Does anyone know? Is that a fact? Is that canon?
Raped the Catwoman.
I mean,
I don't know.
I feel like it would be the reasonable thing to do at some point.
I know what the
reason.
fandom says on that issue.
Oh yeah.
Did they
that's
say
right.
that he has indeed raped the Catwoman?
Also, Raj Al Ghul's daughter, if I remember right, as well.
Ah, that's right. And that was yes. He made the sexy smexy with her, and then that gave birth to emo Robin, the inferior version of Robin. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Anywho, that's not what we're here to discuss today. Kyle, you are under attack.
No, not.
How do you feel about it?
Pretty safe. I'm not even facing the right way.
I think he feels attacked.
And you're hit, Kyle. You've been struck. What do you want to do about it?
Cry a little.
Very well. I mean, it's about all you can do, to be fair. In this
Yeah, because I
circumstance.
can't really do anything about it to begin with. Bjork.
Ulrich's Fury! Ulrich's Fury! Here we go!
Allowing the NPCs to use Ulrich's Fury. I forgot you did that.
I do that, yes. 50. All right. 2 degrees of failure. No Ulrich's Fury. That's still 11 damage, though, which is not particularly bad.
Reduced by strength.
No.
That's not strength.
Reduced by toughness.
Or toughness.
Yes. He hits you in the head, so remove armor as well, of course.
Don't have any.
Kyle.
So 2.
How have you not
How much
put
damage was it?
armor on? 11.
So 3. Okay. Because you round down, right?
Probably.
God damn it,
Round
George.
down? Do you
In
do
terms
you have
of
like
toughness, it's 37.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
the
so
nearest nearest lowest full. So yes, if you got 37, that's 3.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
It's basically just the tens slot.
Yes,
Or
it's just the
number.
tens. All right, that's been an effective bat bush so far. I'm not complaining. All right, the second bat. Let me see which one's the next bat here. Big old bat number 7. He had his heart set on trying to kill Disco, but he's been inspired by the achievements of his bat brethren. So he's going to try and nuke down the mage here, because that's the strategically effective way to do things. And as we all know, bats are surprisingly strategic creatures.
So you're min-maxing.
I'm min-baxing. That is a miss. Big old bat number 7 cannot fulfill the promise of big old bat number 5. 8 is going to attack Disco and miss. Big old bat number 1 will do the same and will also miss. The rest of the big old bats are out of melee range. So, Karsnicket, as the slowest person on your team, would you like to pass your turn crying?
No.
Okay. I figured I'd offer.
Honestly, where's the bell?
Warp Lightning Storm.
What's the rules for this one again? What's the aura for it?
For what?
Warp storm?
Oh Jesus! I think it was 10 inches or something.
24. Let's see. You can summon the warp storm lightning anywhere within 48 yards, 24 squares. The storm is formed with pure warp energy. Locale representing damage 3 hit to power. Diameter is of 10 yards.
Yes, I looked it up too. Large template, diameter 10 yards.
The measurement. What's the measurement button in this game again?
Both mouse buttons.
Ah, yes. If we strike it,
Now, Kyle, what's the difference between diameter and radius?
it's 5 in any direction around the circle. So if I do it there, that'll hit all of them. That'll hit him.
Eh.
Kick. I'm just double checking. Kick. Yeah, it hits everyone but the one in front of me.
Can you change the color of this thing somehow?
Color what thing?
It's very difficult to see. I thought
you
there
looking
was
for?
a way, but
Color
the
what?
measurement thing.
Is that by
Sorry,
changing
this is the
dice?
measurement thing. So 10 diameter.
Hold on, I think I can change the color. 1 second.
Oh, yes, that's
Yeah, it's just based off the die color.
Yeah, so
Yep.
from
Yep.
my point of view, we'll cast there.
Are you drawing something on the map?
Oh my god, error codes quit popping up.
I
I'm
think it's because
trying.
I think it's because it's snapping to the darkness. That's why you're getting the error.
I know, I'm not trying to
Yes.
snap there. So if we cast it there, okay, then we, whatever, 4 yards. Oh, that will touch disco from there.
Because it'll be like 10 down, 10 across.
You mean 10?
Yeah, that's the
Like
diameter.
this?
Diameter of 10.
Oh, it's got a diameter of 10. Oh, whoops, I
Yes.
thought radius.
Diameter of 10, radius of 5.
Yes.
So even if I cast it as far down as I can, which is the edge, right? Yeah, that would still hit
If you
disco.
cast it down at the edge, it would be like that. And then you would put it like that. And then you would draw another arrow across that again. Roundabouts.
Oh, like that. Oh, no, I had it right
Yes.
before.
Yeah, so that would be the... Oh, God damn it. It won't snap just on top.
That's fine.
but
I can use
yes.
mine so I can see. So it's like, okay. So all that. So that would be hit.
Yes, roughly. Like, it's annoying that it won't snap directly on top, but yes, that is the area of effect, roughly.
Okay.
So you'll hit bat 3, 6, 1, 2, and 8 is on the edge, so I'm going to give him an agility roll to get out of the way, but
Okay.
that's about it.
So let's see. Channel warp storm. Well, I mean, you either do this or, we start losing characters. So let's see. What's the magic dice exceed 18? Each dice is a chance of 10. Can't. Listen, we're living life on the edge. Ready to disco, hang on. Everyone. You ready to go into the warp?
Hang on, boys, hang on.
Alright, well, we will use a fade if need be. Oh, no, don't roll those. I can't even see them because they're white. They're like pitch white. Let's see. Change the color. There we go. It's because, the number color is different. Gotcha. Warp storm. And it succeeds.
And
Wait.
there are no doubles there, so there's no Curse of Zinch.
You're fine, Dingo. You're fine.
Yes, you're fine.
For now.
For now. For now.
I heard the casting noises, and there's just a little bit of pee.
Right,
must
first
go
and foremost,
fear.
big old brat with an agility of 40 does not succeed, so they're all hit. Right. So roll damage for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll me 5 damage dice, and we will do 3, 6, 1, 8, 2.
All those affected take 5 damage for every one that comes up. Damage 3. Okay. You said 5 dices?
Yes, 5 damage.
Those are D10s, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Damage is D10.
All right, so the first one is 7 damage to big old bat. 1, 2, 3, 7. And the next one is 14. All right. Combat tracker. Yeah. There's one dead bat. The next one is 9. Next one is a 10. Okay. I don't think there's Ulrich's Fury on these, so. Or is there? We talked about this if there was Ulrich's Fury on spells, and I have no idea what we came up with because it's been a year.
I mean, if it was enough to kill it, I don't
If
suppose
the
it matters.
NPCs can use it, then I don't see why we can.
Okay, what are you
Well-
going to roll to confirm it, Kyle?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
I don't know.
more about confirming the roll. That's the question.
Another D10, I guess.
Oh, that's the damage die.
Roll magic. Roll intelligence. How schmert am I?
If you wanted to do
Uh,
Orlok's Fury, I guess you would just re-roll the same number of die you used to cast it.
Nah, that's silly. Well, no Ulrich's Fury on magic.
Yeah, no.
Just for now, until I can figure out what the fuck's going on.
Sure.
Right, so that's 10. I mean, that's 15. That's far more than
I'm
bat
pretty
number
sure
8 could ever
it's
survive.
safe to say it's probably dead.
It's just
Over
how
the
dead
bay.
it is.
And big old bat 2 as well is not living through this. Right. Karsnicket has proven his worth as a suicide bomber yet again by dropping AoE 5 inches away from Skarsnicket. Are you proud of yourself, Kyle? you
Not
proud of yourself?
particularly.
Are you proud of the danger you present to your?
It's a
fellow
good
man?
job that I don't have fur, because that was close enough that it probably would have mussed out.
You foofy rat. Staticky.
All right. The skeletons
Oh.
picking up some speed here. They're seeing their bat bush fail, so we're gonna be sprinting zombies today. Fun fact: Warhammer has sprinting zombies because there's no rules saying that the zombies can't sprint.
No,
Not that
zombies
these
are
are
only
zombies.
supposed to waffle.
Well, that might be true, but not if you're playing on the server Fairman made.
Oh, no. Fuck.
I am pleased with myself for having rediscovered the ability to use the measurement tool. It makes things easier.
Boop.
All right, there we go.
All right. Now here's the question: do you want me to stay in formation, or try to deal with bats?
How long till they reach our position?
Probably next turn.
No.
Honest-
I was looking at their movement. It looks to be about 2 turns.
If that's the case,
They'll get
take
pretty
one
close.
turn to charge
Well,
back, then
they're gonna
get
get
back.
like up to like right there.
Mhm.
So, do you want me to try to dispatch some bats?
Bat's got to be dealt with. If you can dispatch one
Alright.
and then return to position. Disco and I will have to hopefully be able to finish him off.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I
guess if
think-
you could, like,
Bad
you could
dice rolls,
move
we
and
could
then-
probably die pretty quickly, honestly.
I think 3 and 1 are both wounded.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't get to 3 though.
1 is heavily wounded, so
Well,
you
you
could
can
probably
attack
just...
diagonally, right? And you have 2 attacks. You could hit 7 and 1.
Yes, but keep in mind that one attack is 1 half action unless I'm using an all-out attack.
Mhm.
Mm.
The idea is just to neutralize the amount of damage output. So,
So it's like
whichever
I
one
can
did.
move here and attack once
Yep, do that.
this turn.
And then move straight back next turn.
Yeah. That's probably the way.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go there and attack. Which bat are you? Oh, before I forget.
Go on, Gnarl. Show us what you're made out of.
Just making sure the targeting is working. Good, good. Now attack this bat 1. Apparently bats have arms.
Little wings.
Yeah, I see no problem with that.
Okay, that is most definitely a hit.
Does appear to
Halberd.
be, yes.
I want this bat to die.
I feel like that bat just got splatted.
I don't know. I don't know.
It was already heavily wounded.
He's got a chance. He's only got +8. If he rolls a 1 on the critical chart, he can still live.
I think he
Before I
already
forget,
rolled a
do
9.
not forget I also have strike to injure, increasing any critical values by 1.
God damn it, you cheating son of a cow turd.
How dare I use my traits?
Yes, how dare you indeed.
It's funny, I can actually take that one a second time later. So it increased by 2.
So, I should have done this instead of defensive stance like an idiot, but I'll do it now. I'm going to cast Poisonous Pustule. Finally, Arch.
Yay.
Yes, that's what you should have done instead of making a lot of noise.
Yeah, probably. And I will use one of my 3 gems for this session as well. To make it
Oh,
three
you're
magic
going to be
dice.
using your magic focal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the casting is 10 and I only have 2 magic points, so there's a 50-50 here that I might just fuck it up.
Yeah,
That'd be
having the extra
3d10.
die increases the odds. Yes.
3d10. Here we go.
Wouldn't have been
18.
needed, but you never know these things.
Yep. So now my weapon should, let me just find the actual spell. Where is
It
it?
does more wounds when it damages, right? That's what it does.
Yeah, it adds something to it, but I don't know what the something is. Spells. Poisonous Pustule. Oh, so I actually take a wound from casting that. That's no good.
Yep. You take
Alright.
1 wound, regardless of toughness, etc. And then I think you add 3 damage to all damage you do, was it?
Equal to your magic characteristic.
Ah,
Unless
yes,
the
and so
target
since you
succeeds at a
used-
hard toughness.
Yeah, and since you used 3, you'd now do 3 more damage per hit.
All right. 3 more
Not
damage
bad.
per hit unless they succeed at a hard toughness test.
Yep.
Okay.
Now bear
Alright.
that in mind, because last time you forgot it.
I forgot it, yes.
Don't forgot it.
The
Oh,
opposite of that.
me. It's me. Right, okay, I'm going to take aim at bat 7 and I'm gonna stab it in the face with my pointy thing.
The pointy stick. I know that
Um,
feeling.
I feel like I might not have a pointy stick anymore.
Whoosh.
On the bright side, Disco, at least you just lost a hand weapon.
Well, it's up to Barge at the moment.
Right, so Disco does she takes aim and flings the weapon off. Right, well, you'll have
Watch
to
it
go
go,
fetch
and I'm
it.
like, did I hit it?
You probably hit a
The
wall.
hand weapon has landed somewhere on the other side of the enclosure, so you'll have to remember to go pick it up after the fight is over.
Mhm.
I do have a spare hand weapon on me, but
I mean,
Get
worst
busy.
case, we figured out that I can actually use the pistol in
Yes.
melee combat, so I'll
close
have to
quarters. Yeah.
use that next turn.
Yep. It's always good to have a backup weapon in case you throw away your primary weapon.
Yes. At least I didn't throw the gun away, I suppose.
That's good. Big old Bat 5 is going to continue its murder rampage and killing Kyle. That's not good enough this time, Bat. Sorry. You didn't hit. Big old Bat 7 says, don't mind. I'll kill Kyle for you. 47, right? Okay. This is not going the big old Bat's way. I'm being a little sorry about that, frankly. But big old Bat 3, he'll bring it back here. We're going to kill Gnarl with a couple of Rick's Fury rolls.
I mean, that's what you would
Okay.
need to probably kill him.
Right. Can somebody explain to me how a bat can throw away its teeth?
It bites his armor and manages to snap his teeth off.
It loses orientation and like falls.
Yes. All
Gets
right.
vertigo or something.
The bat swarm swoops down towards you, Gnarl, but as you stand there like, oh my god, it's a swarm of bats, like brace yourself, fight. They all fly past you at a high speed and smack into the ground with plopping sounds, like plop, 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 plop.
My god. The retarded bats. Should have known.
You get a free attack.
Free attack. Right. Roll to hit or just damage?
Roll to hit. They're retarded, not helpless.
Just stamp on it.
Fair enough.
Squish.
All right.
Just realized I forgot to roll, or walk onto it, roll
fool.
occasion.
Roll damage.
Fair enough. It probably doesn't matter where I hit. Not with rolls like that.
That's a dead bat. That is a
Poor
very
bat.
dead bat.
Right, Cosnicket, it's your turn again. The bat's still alive. May I recommend another Warp Storm?
No. But if I were to use Wrath, what do you call it? Oh, spells, I have to find stuff. Vermintide. Can they attack these targets?
That is a good question.
I mean, they're flyers, so
Will they jump and go like wee, like fish?
It is a tide, though. It is a physical tide.
we'll say yes, just because I don't think the bats have any rules that prohibits this.
Well, I'm going to read the rule about Vermintide now that I asked that question. Summon Voracious Swarm, attack your foes. But it's like a cone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I choose to elect that the cone goes through both of them. Yes.
It's a 45-degree cone, so probably yes.
I feel like if you have 45 degrees, you can probably angle it in such a way they both get hit.
I think
Yes.
the demon rats are hungry. And
The Matt Damon rats.
we're going to live life on the edge. So, just go. Hold on.
Not from the
Into
edge.
space. Into space
Fucking
we go.
4 dice. And that's a double.
But it
That's a
succeeds.
double, my boy.
I keep the dice roll.
Yeah, but you
Let's
explode as
succeed.
well.
Fuck it.
Will your hair stand on end for like a minute? Or will it be a bit
Or
more
will we
explosive?
all be sucked into the warp and this campaign's about to change drastically?
I mean, that'd be funny. Like, at that point, I wouldn't even end the campaign. We would just be in hell.
Like,
Yeah.
welcome to Doom Rats.
It's like, well, Gnarl, I know you were looking for Grimgor Ironhide, but now you're facing Gork and Mork. It's like, well, shit.
We could just play Doom 1 music in the background the entire time.
Keep buying time, Kyle. I'm looking for the tablets thing.
Chat, you want to listen to Doom 1 music? A little bit.
I mean, we are fighting undead in a graveyard. I mean,
Ooh,
it's like
right,
Doom
okay.
adjacent.
Nope.
You
We're
promised the
we're
music,
gonna-
not singing.
All right, get the Doom music ready.
We're gonna get a little bit more fun today. Getting a little bit more fun today.
Let's go to the warp. It's just derail the campaign in hell, I guess.
What is he doing?
All right, we're gonna get a bit more fun. Bit more fun. What we got here? What we got? Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, no, I'm digging this. I'm digging this video game. I'm digging this. Kyle, you summon forth a tide of verminous rats, and you're chanting the spell, and you're being all chaos magic-y about it. You know, squeakers coming forth. You get a little bit too deep. You get a little bit too deep, my boy. Like, you stared into the abyss, and the abyss stared into you, as you get a glimpse of the great horned rat. You stare into his realm of horror and chaos and awfulness, presumably just as he's coming out of the shower. Like, you stare into the horned rat's brown eye, right in there.
It's like,
And it
whoa.
opens, and it looks back at you.
There's a lot like,
The
no.
fuck are you doing there? I told you to do the thing.
You can feel as the great horned rat's brown eye locks eyes with you. You can feel its amorous intentions. Something has slithered inside of your mind, Kyle, and you will never be able to get it out.
Oh no.
So you get
You
insanity
gain-
points.
You gain 1 insanity point. Yep.
Good. Where do I put this?
It's on the main.
IP.
What do
Combat?
insanity points do?
Oh, it go to your XP.
XP, IP, add 1.
Yep. Not starting improvements. You've improved your insanity by 1.
What do they do though? Like what's the mechanics?
1 insanity point's no big deal. It's when you get 5 of them. That's when shit gets a little bit interesting, because then you can start seeing shit. And eventually, if you get a lot, you will just actually go insane, and that is character death.
Oh, okay.
At least, you can't really use that character anymore.
Yes. He's locked away somewhere in a very dark hole. But I've got good news too, Kyle. And get ready to write this down somewhere, by the way.
Oh boy.
As you stare into the brown eye and it stares into you, you gain a eureka moment where you think to yourself, I might like ass, actually.
What?
At any point from now on, if you spend 200 XP, you may learn the lore of chaos.
Sold. Time to summon demons. Mad demons.
I need your help.
Mad Damon, I call upon you. He's like, Mad Damon.
I'm not gonna lie, I was actually fully prepared to. It's like, you summoned a horror.
This turned out remarkably interesting. I'm probably going to purchase that.
I mean, it's more magic stuff.
Chaos spells. I've never messed with chaos spells, and I have no idea what the hell that is.
I have a feeling, just based off the name, high variance. Something for you to look into, though.
All right.
So yeah, that happened. So damage.
Yeah, so back to the killing. I think we lost Barch. He's dead now. Little blonde body's gone up to heaven. Oh my god, we literally did!
Oh,
I
you
fucking
joked. You joked, but
called
look what you
it.
did. Look what you did.
He's like, time to meet God, goodbye.
What happened?
Bart's
Arch
internet
lost
dipped.
connection.
Oh no.
It's our
This
stream
is our
now.
channel now.
So
Okay,
Naro decides
guys.
to be a badass and
I
murder
declared
every
that I
enemy.
murdered all the bats. Totally legit when Arch wasn't here. You seen it, chat.
Yeah, we win. We win the
We won.
campaign. We win the campaign.
It's a shame the server couldn't load the rolls and all, you know.
Wait, if Barch is offline, how are we still on the server?
We probably haven't DC'd yet.
I
Probably.
guess like we just can't get.
It could also
new
be.
stuff? I
It
don't
could be
know.
his Discord. My Discord the other day when we were streaming the Barchcast had some malfunctioning. His Discord could be experiencing the same thing on a regional Discord level, and his internet might actually be fine.
I mean, we have all seen Barch's internet.
Now, I
so
will
he
say to chat,
chances are low.
we will give him, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes before we have to pull the plug.
Yeah.
We got any fan art?
Because I don't want to like leave the stream running. I'll check our server, you check your server. Or will you,
I
or
haven't seen any
Barch's.
come up. Damn hard! Quick!
Maybe he's got some work
Pick
stuff
a
to
pen
do.
size.
He is back.
Yay.
Barch is back. Okay, I was letting... Oh, by the way, just to clarify, 15, 20 minutes if you're not back in the stream?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll go 20 minutes to give it the benefit of the doubt sort of thing, extra 5, in case
Yes.
something bad happens.
Because that was probably just my internet flickering, getting reset.
Fun.
Well, back.
Right. So you heard the last, right? Anytime after this event, you spend 200 XP, and you gain the Dark Lore Chaos.
If you didn't get it, I have it down in my notes.
I'm gonna probably
he said
purchase
something
it.
like sold.
I'm probably gonna buy it.
I mean, it gives you spell to summon demons and shit, so...
Yeah, I kind of want to summon demons. It's like, we can summon...
kinda-
Would the question be because he
demons.
learned that from the Horn Rat? Would it be like rat demons? Or is it like proper
Probably, yes.
demons?
It'll
I
be
kind of want to
Skaven
stand
themed
less
demons.
next to Kyle even less now.
What would a rat demon even look like?
I'm becoming a warlock instead of a gracier at this rate. Fuck's sake.
You kind of are.
Dev is like, Horn Rat, why can't I be as cool? It's like, well, you gotta roll some failures in life, you see.
You gotta look at my asshole. It's like, what? Excuse me?
It's like, look, I know it sounds kind of retarded, but...
Listen, you'll see an eye.
Drops bathrobe on floor. Just take it all in, boy.
Look deeply. Dev's excited. Like,
Mysteries of the universe down there, you know?
Dev always wanted to do rim jobs.
What? What?
Puts on a CV.
Meanwhile, Dev is just sitting there peeling potatoes while he's thinking about the buttholes. Just like, oh, yeah.
This potato kind
So,
of reminds me of
from
bad.
our perspective, we just see him like zone out for a minute, and then he just looks horrified, and then he's like, "Huh."
Back to tossing this out.
Back to tossing this delicious salad I had right here.
I'm back, and no, I wasn't peeling potatoes this time because the
You
were
cooking
tossing
food is
salad?
done.
You
The
were
food is
eating the
done.
potatoes. Well,
Yeah.
he's like, yes,
Well, I was just
Horn Rat
okay, so
asshole. Yes, no,
I
no.
made homemade poutine, so I'm now dishing it out.
All right. You are actually literally tossing the salad right now. Good. This makes the joke much better.
Poutine isn't a salad.
It is
You
now.
you didn't hear the joke.
I'm becoming a super powerful rat chat by failing. Isn't that crazy?
Failing forward.
Right. But
Hey,
my rat's very corporate, okay? He fails upward.
failing upwards is a thing.
It's like,
I fail, I
whoa.
throw my dagger into the bush. You fail, and you're like, I learned new skill.
I learned
This
new
like
powers.
I said, I empathize. If you remember, I failed. I lost my Storm Vermin halberd. Had to buy another one. If I want the old one back, I have to fight Grimgor. Get that blade back.
Meanwhile, Kyle fails. He's like, I have grown more powerful.
It's like,
looks at like the shaft of the halberd, and it's like, maybe in wrong profession. Okay, I can probably whack this bat once, but I'll probably have to get back in position.
Yes, you will. Wait, no, Vermintide damage. We haven't done that yet.
Oh, right. You were doing something too, Kyle.
Yeah, Vermintide.
I forgot.
Yep, do damage then.
I guess you can do some damage, Kyle. I guess.
Yeah, kill the
If you
damn
must.
bats.
So, what are you doing again?
We
I've
cast.
kind of
We
lost track.
succeeded
doing
at
Vermintide.
Vermintide. Bjorch.
Okay.
Bjorch.
All right. Now, what does Vermintide do, Kyle?
Rats eat people.
Okay.
That doesn't
How
help.
hard do they eat them?
How hard do you want it? He's like, what? You
Yep,
summon
spell.
a mass voracious rats, blah blah, blah, over an attack is under large. All creatures except you within the area take this spell. Take a damage 1 hit each round. They each fuck
Are
speaking.
you having a hard time?
Get it all out. Within
The best part is he's
the
not even
area
dyslexic.
of this spell, take a damage 1 hit each round they remain in the swarm. On the following round, the swarm of rats moves 12 yards, 6 squares.
Okay, so they all take a 1 damage hit.
D10 plus 1.
Okay. Well, Kyle, roll.
Are they going to heaven?
They're probably going to heaven,
They might be
honestly.
going to heaven.
10 and 8.
Right, there's now an enormous pile of ferocious rats behind you.
That's fine.
Don't worry, they'll crawl off map.
Bat bush dealt with. Resume formation.
Would Ratata like to fire some spells?
Or throw some stones.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab a
something.
sody pop. You're back.
You got a
Cast
sling.
rock as he picks up a rock and just throws it.
He has that sling thing, doesn't he?
The
does.
sling is a weapon that you need to have equipped, right?
Yes.
Oh.
And I could actually throw the warp stars, but I need 26 out of 30.
Yeah, I would
Oh.
say right now that's a big ask.
Yep, I'll just do defensive stance because they're going to be here next turn. So I'll defend up.
Weak, pathetic, soft. You sure you don't want to reconsider? Warp stars are pretty cool.
Need more magic.
Ah!
There's a pink
Scroll,
arrow
what
appears
is
above
that?
us.
The ping actually like moved my camera, so it moved the thing I was doing.
Yeah, it does. It
It's
does
really
center.
annoying. Right. Well. I'm not sure if I want to.
Oh, and Dev,
a
do note
big
these
gun
skeleton warriors
for
have
these.
swords and shields.
Because I feel like there's probably going to be something hiding somewhere that I'm going to want the big gun for. Let me have a look. See what else. Okay. 3, 4. All right, I'm going to quick
Back.
draw to my bow. Aim at skeleton. Let's face this one that the pink arrow's pointing at. In fact, I should probably do this.
Come on, Whammon. Kill him.
Does that work? Yes, that works. This one. And hit him.
Pew.
No, come on.
We'll
give
see
me
if it
this.
hits.
I need this one. Yay!
That is a hit.
Now
Roll
bear in
damage.
mind that I also have what's it called? Sure shot, which ignores 1 armor point if he is wearing any armor.
Okay.
And where do I hit?
All right. The skeleton has been struck. A most ferocious blow. Now, Kyle, your rat swarm is doing its thing.
It's ratting up.
And they just pretty loudly.
I'm just thinking of a metal band, but instead of like the random streaming, it's just like saying rat, rat, rat over and
Alright.
over and over again.
1 o'clock. Right, yes, the rat swarm eats itself off the map, and it goes on to eat the nearby village, I guess, and anyone stupid enough to not have run away.
We look back at the village.
That
it's just
sounds like
gone.
the town's problem, not ours.
Yes, it's the town's problem now.
It's like, did you find evidence of the undead? No, but we found rats. It's like,
Uh-oh.
we found them too.
The Empire's gonna send a different group of agents to come find looking. Like, oh shit, they're experts at rat hunting.
Like, rats back on the menu, boys.
All right. So it's my turn, as Bjorch said. It's my Bjorch. Don't lie to me.
Well, it was the rats' turns first, but they've done their turn, so yes.
Warp storm time. Everybody, hold on to your butts.
No.
I forgot to
Hold
select
on
where I
to
was
your
casting
butts.
it.
That's another double. Good.
Also, that's not gonna. I'm not keeping that. I'm gonna reroll because it failed. Hold on. I forgot to also mark where I was gonna cast it, but I'll do that then.
All right.
I prematurely clicked.
You gotta remember too, the way you do this is you pick one of the dice to reroll, because Fate rerolls one dice. So pick one of the dice.
The one.
And
Or no,
kill.
wait. The two. The two.
No, Kyle. Are you sure you don't want the one is lower, Kyle?
Yeah, but the twos are the doubles.
Okay, so that goes from a 10, 14,
To a
15,
success.
16, 17, 18.
add-
Yes.
Yeah,
just
add
barely.
three.
Just at the level I need. 18 for a success. Oof. Damn.
What is it? No, because you wrote so 10.
Yeah.
No, it's a 17.
Oh no, I fucked up. Fuck, I should have taken the
yeah,
one.
you fucked up. You should have taken the one.
All right, well, we fucked up. GG, no re. No, let's mark off that fate. That's my turn. Poop.
Everyone turns to look at Kyle like, where's the spell?
What happened to spell? He's just like, there were doubles.
Like, what do you mean doubles? You're like, doubles. The
Last time
insanity.
doubles are so high.
Like, listen, you don't know what I had to see the last time I rolled a double.
Karsnick hit 1,000-yard stare.
Like, there were doubles.
It's like, yes, I can summon rat demons, but the cost of that knowledge, not one to repeat.
The attempt upon my life has left me scarred.
Scarred.
and deformed.
My casting has left me scarred and deformed.
I think that skeleton can
But I have
probably-
never been stronger than ever.
I have never
Probably
been
didn't want to
stronger
gaze
than-
into the eye again.
But I am stronger or never. I can't remember the quote. When Palpatine's giving his speech to become emperor. A new galactic empire.
I think he said, but my will is as strong as ever.
But my will is as strong as ever. Well, my my lore knowledge is as strong as ever.
All right.
They're stronger. Fuck.
Hmm.
So we still don't want to move forward one square because we want them to get bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess we're just waiting.
Yep.
Defensive
If
stance.
we're waiting,
Casting next time. Oh, I should've
surely there
waited.
can't be another bat bush. Defensive stance.
Bat bush.
It couldn't happen twice.
This is when a different animal comes in to ambush us.
Those
It's like,
dogs.
technically it was not a bat
Dogs
bush.
that are on the map tile.
As a slight aside, may I point out how much it pisses me off when Norwegian word English when Norwegian would. Oh my god!
Norwegian words.
What's
oh my
wrong?
god! Help
Borch,
me.
you're so impressionable, aren't you? You're starting to pick up my speaking
When
roles.
Norwegian newspapers use English words and pretend they're Norwegian. Like the headline, China won the narrative with narrative written in English. With it's like narrative is not a Norwegian word. Like
It is now.
They set the tone, you could say that. They dictated the course of events, you could say that. Narrative is not a Norwegian word. Piss me off. Right, Dev. Oh god, he's tossing the salad again. Do you
Probably.
think he's in the living room, he's eating with Naomi, and every time he hears his name, he just gets up from the table, walks
No.
off?
I bet he does as well. I bet
Okay.
he's like, "Oh, quick,
We're
Naomi, it's my
waiting.
turn here,"
Defensive
and he just
stance.
thrusts his plate at her, like, "I'll be back."
Defensive stance.
There you are.
Okay, right. So, where's the thing going? How does the swift attack work? Because I have rapid reload, which means I can reload the bow for free. So I could take 2 shots with the bow in one turn.
Yes. Swift attack allows you to attack as many times as your attack characteristic allows.
But I can't aim.
Bjorch.
No, it's a full action.
Okay, so I'm probably actually better off taking the 2 attack than 1 with an aim. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Very well.
It's the first. And that's the second.
All right, that is a hit, so roll damage on the first one. Skellington is not looking good. He's 1 into critical, so
Bear in
Let's
mind that I
see.
also ignore 1 armor.
oh, they don't have armor. They're just skeletons.
Just making
Do you
sure.
have any idea how expensive it
Making
would be to equip them all with armor?
Just making sure. The next one? Do I?
That one was a miss.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Didn't just skim him.
No.
Okay. Well, that's my turn then.
But skeleton number 7 does collapse in a pile of skeleton remains as his lethal bone deformity finally caught up with him.
Good. I think I need those.
Well, first we need to determine were any of these skeletons traitors in their previous life.
Oh, I could use them for double of the things if they
doubles.
were. Double use.
You go back. What if it is the undead bones of a traitor? It's like, no, need 2 separate things.
Well, here's 1 bone and 1 skull. Just pull them
It's like,
apart.
no, the spell knows you took them from same corpse.
It's warp storm time.
It's turbo time.
Or hands, come here. Oh, okay, it's gonna be bowed. You know what? It's time to wait. No, I didn't mean to. Well, fuck. Well, never mind. I guess we'll just roll with it. I was gonna use my staff of mustache. I was like, oh, let me put the dice down because I prematurely click it. But if you drop it inside the spell card, by the way, it rolls it.
Yes, it does.
I keep doing that because I recently discovered this by accident.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, we're doing a warp storm, and I was planning to cast it basically, there.
You're planning to cast it where?
Enough to hit the 3 warriors.
Yep. Say it. No mustachio today.
No mustachio.
God damn it, Kyle. You disappoint me more and more every day.
We'll cast mustachio next time, or use it. Who knows? Maybe there's a
Yeah,
boss.
we get further and further from the light of the horned rat. And that's what
He's really distracted by
and that's
what
when
he's
Car's
seen,
thinking,
you
it's
know.
like, yes, I saw light of horned rat.
Cast like that,
In
yes.
great
You'll hit
detail.
the warriors and nothing else.
Yeah,
Oh, they're the closest.
All right.
The warriors.
Right. Kyle goes on and on again, like, no brown hole, no brown hole.
Dude, very
And
sick.
he casts his spell once more. It's magical and mystical and majestical and blah, 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 blah. Except this time, plot twist, the armor on the skeleton warriors glow with bright green runes, and your magic pitter-patters out.
The biggest fucking gasp face on his Schwarzenegger's face, like, whoa. What? They're using Chunibyo armor? Cringe.
They do the anime thing where they say the one-liner
No, they do the Naruto thing where they make the little hand movements as well.
Bone movements. Little finger bones.
It seems as if whoever made these warriors come here, they're not just the normal waffly little skeleton soldiers. There's something special about them.
Do the runes still look like they're glowing?
They begin to fade swiftly the soon as the magic goes away.
Hmm. All right. Because I'm just trying to see if that's a thing that these guys can only do once, or if just like magic is not a thing we can do on them.
Well, I guess Kyle is just gonna have to try again until he succeeds, I guess. Try and try again until Kyle succeeds. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Just keeps casting the same spell over and over again, being fucking completely useless.
Karstug, he's like, you underestimate my rat power.
Unlimited power! As I zap him.
You underestimate my ability to not give up ever. There, we've set up a nice little train here. There you go. All right. It's time for action-filled combat to proceed. Right, first we are attacking. We're attacking Gnarl, and
He is in
indeed,
what was it? Defensive stance. Just so we
he
can
is in
remember.
defensive stance. He is in the he has adopted the stance of the coward. That is correct. The stance of the sniveler. If he was alive, he would insult you.
I'm sure he would.
As soon as you begin trading blows with this one, it becomes almost immediately apparent that, again, this is probably no usual skeleton. Roll a weapon skill test, please.
Just straight weapon skill.
Straight weapon skill. In a series of bewildering flourishes, the skeleton managed to deftly snatch the halberd out of your hands and disarm you.
That's
Again.
gonna make Gnarl mad.
It's like another halberd.
Well, it's just
no, it's gonna
drop.
be enters enraged
It's
stance.
just dropped, but you're gonna have to stoop down to get it, and that'll use a half of your action.
Yes, Archnuke. If you let me have that halberd, I was going to do an all-out attack.
Well, the skeleton laughs at you.
That's
he can't
rude.
actually laugh because he doesn't have lungs or a tongue
So,
or anything. But
mechanically, like, what action did he do? As it was, or unless I'm just not seeing disarm in the actions list.
you're not seeing disarm in the actions list. That's a skill.
Hmm. All right, fair enough.
Narv is beginning to realize that Kyle may have gotten them into a disgusting trap.
Nara will just get angry.
Who
Hopefully, that'll lead to success.
got us into this trap?
I think it was the not so sneaky squeak.
To be fair, he must have rolled really well because my weapon skill is also pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the that's all the good skills are moved. Skeleton Warrior 4, Dev, attacks you with a feint. So that's an opposed weapon skill roll. So just roll straight weapon skill.
Well then,
Dev
I
is
think-
not so amateurish as Gnarl.
I was like, this is mine.
Or that skeleton is just not as skilled.
All right. No, he tries to trick you into attacking him prematurely, but you call his bluff, so you take no ill effect. If the feint succeeded, you would not have been able to parry or dodge his next attack.
Okay. All right.
That's something we can do. That is listed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, very upset. I was going to do an auto attack. I was going to look cool. Sadly, I can't look cool.
Next turn.
I just have to settle for single attack. All right. Targeted. Good. Had the pickup action, so I can't do anything else. So yeah, just straight roll.
All right. The skeleton attempts to parry your attack. And he succeeds. You have been foiled, hoisted by your petard.
So it goes.
Now just looks like a cheating son of a whore.
He is cheating. Only I can do that.
Dev, it's potato time.
All
Can
right.
anyone else
I'll-
hear him
I'll-
pitter patter? Like, I swear to God, I can hear him pitter patter.
It's muted.
I got it back, guys.
He's like, you can't prove I'm doing that.
I'm gonna aim and attack Skeleton Warrior 4.
Okay.
Here we go.
As a hit, Skeleton Warrior 4 will try to parry, and he rolls a 2, intercepting you with his own shield.
My
Oh.
God.
Well then, that was nothing.
Your front line is failing. Fix it, Disco.
Just
Right,
give me
so
a turn to do
what's-
full.
What's
or
the
full
rules
auto
with the
attack.
formation here then? In
You can
terms
shoot
of-
over the head of those in front of you, so long as they're directly in front of you.
So I could shoot like 4 here with no problem. I
You will
couldn't, like,
shoot with
shoot.
the usual shooting into melee minus, which was what, 20?
What if I were to shoot over there?
You'd have to shoot through Skeleton Warrior 4, which would
I
block your
mean-
shot.
That wouldn't bother me.
True, but it would bother the game.
I
Game is
don't
like,
care.
no, you can't do that. That's cheating.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
Right, in that case, let's see. I will quick draw to my Warpluck pistol, because I had 2 of those, and now I only have 1. Crumbles. And I will aim, so I get the plus 20, because I have, what's it called?
The sure shot, I think it was.
Yeah, sure shot, so that's plus 20, minus 10 for shooting into melee. Where is it? Warpluck pistol is that one. Should be enough.
With the aim, that is a hit, yes.
And I don't think I had him thing, so I guess I'll do a D100. Wherever that is.
30, that looks like an arm. The right one.
Oh, good, he needs that. And then that one. 'Cause
All
I-
right. He's got a shield. He's got a shield. That's my another minus 10 to hit. Disco, you miss. No.
Alright.
That is how shields work.
That is how shields work. Karsnicket. All of your allies have failed you, and you failed them.
Has that
What
worked
are you
for
gonna
any
do?
of the other people before? Because I think.
All a shield does, like when you're shooting at them, it provides a -10 to
Yes.
your attack roll.
Which, to be fair, I've probably forgotten about 90% of the time.
It's time to cast spells. All right,
We'll see if their armor can eat another magic attack.
I was gonna mostly just aim in the middle of those ones. I mean, we'll find out if the other ones do.
To be fair, like, you should be able to hit more of them now, not just them.
Yeah, basically in such a way that'll hit all of them. Basically, so in Bjorch, Angry Barch. Yeah, basically, yeah, Bjorch.
Basically. Okay. And you're just going to cast the spell? You're just going to cast it like that?
But this time we'll use the staff of Muchacho. It's like, oh my,
Okay.
it's not.
You don't have that item. You can't use it.
Sure, I don't have Muchacho. Where did I put the stamp of Muchach? Grants the effects of eating Warstone token for 1 turn plus no teased. Which was just like a bonus to what again? Bonus 1, wasn't it?
Kyle.
Been so long since I've used the staff of Muchacho.
Kyle. You never remember. You can't. You never.
You can just write it down in your notes.
Mocha
Kyle.
Mulate.
You can
Kyle.
just write it down in your notes.
True. But I don't have it in my notes.
Could you put it in there then?
If you tell me what it is.
I know it was a plus. I just don't remember how much of a
I
plus.
thought it was a +1. But I don't know.
So this, what does it say exactly? It gives you the same effect as a dose of Warpstone or as a token?
Grants the effect of eating a Warpstone token for 1 turn.
A
with no
Warpstone
need for the
token.
test.
Yes.
So that was 6. You can.
That's 5 doses. So that's plus 4 damage.
There you go.
How much is snuffing it again? 1? That's the snuff.
That was a 1.
Yeah, snuff is 1.
Muchacho. Now, I don't know why, but I really like that word. So,
So also bear in mind, it gives you a plus 3 on each casting dice you cast as well.
okay. So we're gonna overcast this bitch. No I'm kidding. We'll remove 1 dice to reduce the odds of suicide. God damn it.
God damn it, indeed, Kyle. God damn it, indeed. Have you cast a spell today without rolling on the charts?
You know what? No, what? Never mind. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use my fate to. Never mind. Nah, fuck it. You know what? We've gotten a really good thing. It's finally time for the negative thing. Equilibrium
Alright.
is the thing. We must balance it out.
Very well. Okay, first and foremost, let's check the minor chaos chart then. 60, right? Okay, well that's not the major chaos chart. That's nothing.
Oh no, Kyle, why?
Just go into space with you. Sheep.
I was like, no! A little bit of pee.
There's just
Alright,
a puddle where we're standing. Really.
The ground's getting like progressively wetter every time I hear you casting. It's like, oh, not again, not
And you're
again.
facing at the back of hand, so there's a little bit of pee on his back because you peed
I
on him.
don't want to go to hell.
All of you roll willpower, please.
No.
I'll see you all on the other side.
Oh, God.
Well, apparently. Nara was like, no, fuck you.
I'm totally fucking fine too, brother. But by more
Right,
degrees.
Ratata and Scrazzle, you both gain 1 point of insanity as the voices of the dam sing out in your ears.
Whew. If I was gonna
Oh,
get a 6,
Music.
be it on that.
Where's...
Gnarl hears it. It's like, yes, shut up.
Not again.
Thanks for that.
I don't. How do you change it?
If you go
XP
to,
tab.
yeah,
Oh,
XP, and
I
then
was
it's
gonna say-
IP
we
for
can
insanity.
we can remove insanity. I forget how it works in this one, but
You
I
have
know
to like really go out of your way to do it, but I think there are mechanics for it.
it's not
There
too
are
bad.
ways.
I love how it's under improvements.
Yeah.
It is mechanically speaking, you are increasing a number.
I'm helping you guys improve. You're welcome.
have to hear the voices too of Matt Damon.
All right, so we're doing from the top and then from the right to the left. So roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 d10s.
6 d10s.
All right, the topmost one, and that was how much plus damage was that again?
+4 across the board.
Plus 4, and for Warp Storm base, it's plus.
I believe it's 1, but let me double check. Spells. Warp Storm is a plus image fit plus for 1 that ever comes up. All those affected take a damage 5 hit.
5. Okay, so they're taking base 9. Jesus.
To hell with thee.
Okay, skeleton number 1 takes 16 damage. Right, that's, yep, I'm gonna have to start removing skeletons. Right, okay. The armor of the warriors light up with the green runes again. They grow brighter and brighter and brighter as the lightning start coursing through their bodies. Now you cast that with irresistible force, with a 10 and with an overcharge. So their armor begins running molten around the runes until the runes and the armor explodes in a cloud of shrapnel. Dev and Gnarl, roll toughness, please.
Listen, I didn't know they were gonna blow up. Okay. Listen.
See, if the
God
skeletons
damn it,
don't
kids,
get
I'm
it,
trying to eat.
Kyle's gonna get it.
Now let's see how much
Crazy.
explosive force damage this does.
I
Right,
want to re-roll that.
Gnarl, you take 2 damage, no armor, no toughness. That's just shrapnel to the fucking face.
I was figured it was effectively pure damage.
Dev takes 2.
That's not too bad.
You can shrug it up, boys.
Okay.
Fucking hand grenades to the face.
My God.
To be fair, that is kind of a Skaven strategy. It's like, fuck you. And my allies, probably.
Shit. Does any of these have even a chance to fucking survive?
Uh-oh.
Probably not, considering how much he overcast it.
Barch is gonna start trying to balance the game again.
I mean, he did-
Skeleton Warrior
he did
4
cost
and
us.
5 have a chance to survive. So let's see.
I mean, he did cost us our sanity.
I'm getting the kills now, boys. Starts flexing.
All right. Skeleton Warrior 5 survives, but you've turned his spine to powdery milk, so he's not going to be doing much.
Just wiggling around on the ground.
Now I was going to interpret this as just a way, get good stuff. It's like, there might have been a minor explosion. But these things happen.
Right, yes. When the fucking smoke and shrapnel stops, the ground in front of you is just churned to fuck with lightning strikes, and the paved road in front of you is just gone. Like those paving stones are just flung everywhere. You're pretty sure one of them has embedded itself in Gnarl.
Terrifying.
There's one skeleton warrior left. He's lying on the ground, like his upper body is just swinging a sword helplessly. Like, I'll get you still.
Do I get more if the remains are still wiggling?
Maybe.
It's like, can use this. This one's still fresh.
So, yeah. That was Karstiket's turn.
That was Karstik's turn, yes.
Your turn.
Right. Well, that's why we use the staff of the mustachioed Jurgen more often.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he's paralyzed from the waist up, so I'm gonna attack you, Gnarl, with the weapon skill of 5.
He has a chance.
Yeah, that didn't work out, but he tried. Okay, he tried.
He tried. Well,
I'm
then.
still wondering if I get more for him still wiggling.
Yeah, don't kill him. Just take the weapon out of his hand, and we'll just carry him around.
Yeah.
I don't think Gnarl's going to, even if you suggest it, he's not going to do that.
Wait,
Gnarl does not like the undead. He remembers what they did to his knee.
Wait, don't do it.
It's for his knee. You don't understand. Now then, that's what the other attack is for.
Don't do it.
Oh, there goes the halberd. Whoosh!
Fine, you get to keep your skeleton because he has to go grab the halberd.
It's got plot armor, okay?
Apparently.
Right. Can I take its weapon away? Just pluck it out of its little fingers.
To be fair, the first attack was actually a hit because the enemy is prone, which is a plus 20.
Okay.
But
I
I'm
forgot that.
assuming you just kept attacking afterwards. Just you pulverized it and then threw your halberd away. Disgusting.
Sure. That's going to be the narrative reason for why he has to walk away to get it. I'll roll damage just as a formality. Yes.
Ulrich's Fury, right? Roll weapon skill to confirm.
Weapon skill.
There you go. Roll damage again.
Sadly, it's not as impressive.
Okay, that's 29 damage. He's almost certainly
Well,
dead.
Naro is traumatized because the last time someone removed his halberd from his hand, he lost it.
So I'm gonna assume that you spear it through him, but also let go of the halberd, and both the skull and the halberd go flying away.
If it's on the ground, if he is stabbing it with the halberd, it's just gonna go be right there.
Well, you know how these things go.
Okay.
He's gonna probably have to walk off a decent bit to
Now,
grab it, but
But stop throwing
Is
it away.
combat over?
Yes, there will be more combat in this graveyard, but we have hit Dev's bedtime, and this is a decent place to pause.
Before we pause, hold on,
We can
hold
go
on,
a bit
hold on.
more if you want, but not much. We can,
Well,
how much?
Well, not if there's
No,
another combat.
first thing we do, okay?
Mm.
I shove Rattata aside, okay? Because Karsnicket knows that Rattata is a murder hobo, and I scoop up the wiggling bits of skeleton that's left.
Well, I'm not wiggling anymore.
What?
yeah.
Its spine's
Once they're-
shattered. It's still wiggly though.
Yeah,
no.
unfortunately,
Naro killed it.
Gnarl was a murder hobo this time.
No. The one in front of Dev. The one in front of Dev. The one with the
That
shattered.
wasn't the one.
No,
That
no,
wasn't the one with the shattered spine.
That
the
was
shattered spine.
That was him. That was him.
it.
Yep,
The shattered
that was the one
spine.
Gnarl murdered.
No,
I was hoping I'd get extra points.
because
for
that
bringing
one.
my
But that was the one that
wiggling.
was killed by lightning, though. Because that one got pulverized and its spine turned to pulp. But it was still alive.
Yeah,
Actually,
Gnarl just
Arch,
killed it.
I want the
How many
wiggling one.
skulls can we
Why
gather
would you
up?
kill
Because
it?
maybe some of these skulls were traitors, so we should gather up all the skulls we
Bunch
can
of
and test them.
skulls. I don't know
Yeah.
if Naro's gonna like
I
this.
can only save you the time by informing you that the skull of a traitor is a plot item.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Listen,
I'm
Arch,
going
I
to
just
pick
want
up
to
the.
role play measuring all the skulls.
Wait, hang on.
That's fine. You can enjoy that.
I
on the side.
want to pick up some remains.
You may.
I also want to go to the bush and pick up my goddamn hand weapon.
And Naro's gonna pick up his halberd after just pulverizing the skeleton. in
Can
front
these
of it.
skeleton bits be used as evidence of the undead?
They're not fancy enough. There's
cannot
another
have
plot
them.
relevant item somewhere else
I
in
have
the.
a feeling we need to get an actual item
Okay.
or something like that.
Because
I
the whole
assume
thing
these-
is I wanted one wiggling because I thought we could use it.
I assume these remains will do for my quest time.
Probably.
I mean, they do appear to be the remains of the undead.
They do appear to be the remains of the undead. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
Skeleton bit.
is there anything left of that fancy armor, or is it all gone?
Oh no, that exploded.
I think that's gone.
That's
Yeah,
boomed,
that
yeah.
shit's shrapnel.
You can
Does
probably
the
find-
shrapnel have any kind of residual magic on it?
You can pick some out of your skin, yes, and like analyze magic, I guess.
All right, give me a second. I'll do that. That would be magical sense, I guess.
Yep.
So you're gonna have me get the skull of a specific traitor then.
Yes, there will be a specific traitor. There will be a plot relevant traitor.
So I can't just hand him Karstiket's skull.
No, if you did
actually
that,
kill
I'd probably
Karsniket.
make it count.
Like, I know this one is traitor. I seen him. I
I can
watched.
prove
You
it.
see, now that gets into the question of like does the
Traitor of
universe,
what?
Like, yeah, it's like, is it like you have
'Cause-
to intentionally be a traitor or just perceived as a traitor?
Yeah.
Zafur is of the opinion that he was a traitor.
But Zafura is wrong, and also the wrong race. True. Also, racist. True.
Right, so Dev passes his hands over the shrapnel now thoroughly embedded in his torso to figure out what exactly this is, and you succeed. This is some foul magic right here. Like the feel of it is curdled and dead. It's chaosy in nature, like all magic, but it's not overtly chaos. It's far closer to undead, like it's necromantic. It's a very, very powerful warding spell that could only be broken with overwhelming, spamming of Lightning Storm, as it turns out.
Crit rolling effect, or crit fishing effectively for magic.
Yes. You also know that this is not something anyone could have cobbled together. Like, making one of these suits would probably take your average necromancer a year, easy. And yet here it's being used by rando-ass warriors. No comment.
What woman?
None.
He's like, what?
Absolutely none.
I mean, I believe it's Dev that's finding
Yeah,
this
it's
information
Dev.
out. So
I was like, okay, all right, understood.
you can.
Now I have
the
this
class,
power
Dev?
because they're embedded in my body.
I have a feeling the magic's dissipating, because,
Yes.
got
Same.
melted.
All right. Oh, how much experience? That was a lot of guys that died. That was what, 7 bats and a bunch of skellies?
Yeah, but they were all dead, and the bats aren't worth much.
Well, much is still not 0. It's more than that.
All right,
I like how there's lore, that we're finding stuff out, and Dev's like, I don't care about that stuff. XP.
XP. You gain 250 XP from this.
My goodness.
That's a whole bunch.
That's many.
To be fair,
XP.
the skeleton warriors, I think, were the big reason for that.
Yes.
250.
Plus 250.
That'll be 4135 then.
I don't know why I'm trusting
For most
Dev's
of us.
maths, but I am.
I'm at 3765.
I can buy
I
3
have-
whole level ups.
I
Amazing.
have 900 XP.
What was the XP
Why are you
amount?
sitting on that much?
Because I really want to unlock my final career thing. That's the one that I want. And
Well-
then there's some stuff in there that I want to buy, but I might just get some random stats in the meantime.
Hans, what's the total XP value at Kid Bed with me?
I don't keep track of your XP because I have a different
Oh,
XP
that's
value.
right.
4135, Kibbs.
4135. Thank you very much. God, I'm sitting on so much XP. It's crazy.
Yes,
I could
am
become
I
a
the
god.
only- am I the
200 of
only
it
one-
right now.
Am I the only one who's basically spending XP after every session?
I'm gonna
I
learn.
Yeah, I do
was.
that too. I'm
I
spending it every
was,
time.
but
Okay, so
when
half of
I
you are
want to
here.
level into the
Yeah, Disco does have
That
an
thing.
excuse.
Okay.
and I didn't expect it to take 4 or 5 sessions to
Are you-
get there.
Dinko mad. True.
Yes, mad.
All right.
I don't know what Kyle is though.
I
Kyle
bought the
sucks.
magic lore. While sitting here, Karsnicket's like, I will use the dark powers.
What
Good.
can I buy in the meantime? I can buy a couple of skill ups.
Also, Barge, what kind of
Barge
spells do I
got
get? Bjorch.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Barge, what did you say the cap is for skills for stats? You said we couldn't have over a certain amount.
I think it was 80. 80, I think. 'Cause
80 is
that's
the
still-
number cap, yeah.
80 is the cap?
Yes.
Okay, I can
that's-
put 2 more in then.
And that's with whatever bonuses or just
No, that is just your raw stat.
okay, so I might
So you
pump
can
up
add
my
bonuses
ballistic
on
skill a
that,
bit
so
more.
you
Okay,
can
okay.
essentially have 100% chance of doing a thing.
I will have more ballistic skill then.
That is the case.
I can have another.
Is
10.
that a homebrew rule or is that actually in the manual?
That is a homebrew rule, just so that you can't have a 100% skill.
Like raw stat.
I don't
yeah.
see why not.
Well, surely you can have really hard rolls that'll
Okay.
minus it by more than 100, so it kind of evens out, right?
Yeah, but that sounds like a lot of work.
100.
I just bought up
Mm.
all the last agility stat ups for sorcerer, so now I'm at 69 agility. I'm pretty fast now.
Come back.
That, I would imagine.
Gnarl's still faster with just raw stats.
Okay.
Oh, what's your agility?
73.
That's close. That's close.
And then
Agility, I think, was his highest raw stat when I rolled.
That also makes my concealment and silent move 89 because I have 2 checks in them.
Actually,
And I mean, it's not like you roll 100 on those frequently.
I won't dump both points or both level ups into
Silent
weapon
move.
skill, even though that would be
Squeaker is
very
terrible.
Oh, look, it worked this time.
Yeah. See? It's mostly fine. I'm also copying in Kyle's new spells. I'll have them in the spell book, and there'll be a C in front of all of them for chaos.
Chaos. Scree. I become an ungodly, powerful monster. Next time we meet Zafur, you won't even recognize me. I'll be a chaos demon prince. What the fuck? It's like, I'm back, Squeak. Pushes out a tower. It's like,
I have been working out.
buff now.
Some of these are not bad. They're not as wide-reaching as the warp storm yet, but some of these are not bad.
Maybe 2 of those.
Some stun spells, that's always nice.
What other kind of sexy spells we got? Can I transition hands against his will? Yes, you can. It's like that.
You don't even need
You
a spell
can
for that.
try, but
You don't even need a spell for that. All right, hands, come here. Snip,
I
snip.
think our Snicket might end up dead.
Gnarl wakes up and he's got a high-pitched rat voice. Hey, Squeak!
Okay, yeah, Veil of Corruption. You can actually transition him into a mutant using that.
He's just a blob. It's like writhing around the ground like, fuck you. It's like,
I feel like these spells are more intended for the NPCs than the players, frankly. So
you gave me these
Probably.
powers now, boy.
Jesus, there's still 900 experience worth of advances in Sorcerer before I can move on. Damn.
before you can move on, remember
I
you do
mean, you
keep
can move
those.
on.
So
Well, yeah, but I want to complete it all before I go to the next one.
it's very admirable of you.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else is doing that.
What are you, some
Nope,
kind
but
of
I am.
homo?
I'm gonna get every single thing in Sorcerer before I take the next class.
That seems a bit detrimental.
Yeah.
Is
No,
everything useful?
I'm using all of it. I've used all of it. It's okay.
Yeah, but is everything on the list useful? 'Cause
Yes.
You haven't unlocked everything.
I've unlocked a lot of it. I have read and write now. I got another language. We needed that, and we needed the magical sense. We
Mhm.
needed that dispel spell that I bought. There's
Yep.
a lot of things that are useful here.
It's a lot of useful things, Kyle.
We did need that dispel spell, but you failed at that, which forced me to buy it. I remember that.
Well,
I
still.
remember that.
It doesn't change the point.
That useful then.
we've still got it. So if you die, Kibbs, I'll be able to do it.
If I die, I'll take you all with me. As a true Gracier.
All right, Kibbs.
Into the
It's time
warp.
to go.
He hit you.
He doesn't hit Kib.
Excellent.
Disappointing damage, though.
That's a shame.
Get good, scrub.
All right, so I'll get started on the super chats then. Artemis
Alright,
Fowl says,
I should
Tora,
go
Tora,
then. I'll
Tora.
see ya.
Bye.
Oh, Artemis Fowl. Yeah, I'll see you.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yep, everyone.
Bye.
He's recognized Artemis. Wonder how much Artemis has been talking to Dev. Little slut.
I know.
He's a little
Because-
slut. Artemis is a little
Yes.
slut. Can
know. I
I
confirm.
thought you meant Dev.
A very, very wealthy slut, but still a slut. Jake frowning right now. I hate Keeb.
Gnarl is now Very, very scary.
You're scary.
My
I would
intimidate is
imagine with all
94.
that shrapnel in his face.
That
No,
is
my
scary.
intimidate's 94.
I'll have you open the server later and I'll buy spiels and upgrades. Maybe if I remember this
Black
time.
1917 says, Dev, you fucking hobbit.
True.
He's gone. You shame.
He is. That was too much for him. Black 1917 says, Squeck and Hail Arch Christ, our fluffy Lord and Savior. Also, Breed Kibbs. Hi, Disco. How's Kitty?
Kitty is not in the room. He was making too much noise earlier. Like, wow. Zoom.
Poor Kitty.
Zoomy
May he
cat.
rest in
He
peace.
was. He was doing the zoomies.
Goldtooth Lair says, wait, the Skaven campaign's still going on today? Damn, I still need to finish all of Season 1. Well, hurry then.
Binge watching. Like, there's only like.
I recently
many
added them
hours.
all into the listy thing as well, so you have no
Well
excuse
done.
anymore.
Did you number them?
God, no. But they're all the same playlist, and they're probably in relatively kind of order. Wasibi says, Hi Arch, it's rare for me to catch the Skaven live stream, but I want to ask you, what do you think about DMing a D&D in the Monster Girl encyclopedia setting, where the humans have to defeat the monster thoughts to save humanity? I think that would be a Patreon exclusive, and you would have to hire, well, actual e-thoughts to roleplay the other groups. I do believe it would be a very popular show, though. A very popular show, in fact. Crafty Huraguk says, I was always willing to be reasonable until I had to be unreasonable. Sometimes reasonable Skaven do unreasonable things. Marvin Yon Heymaya. Kyle was being very unreasonable. I told them, Kyle, your magic doesn't work on these. And Kyle's just like, well, we'll see about that.
I'm like, I choose.
It just needs more magic.
When first you
Yeah.
fail, just double down. That's
it
what
actually
this
was
stuff.
effective, to be fair.
Little dinkums.
Mike Wild 11 says, Dev's role-playing encouragement found. Yes. Lord of the Opossum. I ship Ratata and Lud Miller. Lud Miller.
Wood Miller.
Lord of the Opossums is on a spending spree today. Kyle summons the IRS, Internal Rat Services.
Summoned more than that.
True.
Disco to Barkeep. We need the R team. 80s music. A-team. That is a reference. A Town of Sadness equals e-girl to death. To be fair, I think a town occupied entirely by e-girls would be pretty sad from the outside. Like, it would just be quiet. Nobody would be outside. Everyone's curtains would be drawn and you'd just hear weird music inside.
Probably.
It'd be confusing. Lord of the Opossum says, are these Walking Dead or Michael Jackson zombies? Both. I think the Michael Jackson zombies weren't immune to magic, though, because, they were forced to dance. I don't think they do that normally.
Probably not.
Christopher Stone, thank you guys for the great source of entertainment. Over the last few years, especially to Arch and Kibbs, and now what's the best place to visit in Norway if I ever visit? Anywhere except Oslo. Just don't go to the capital. It's ludicrously expensive, and there's not really anything there of particular note. Like, if you like skiing, go to the mountain. It'll be just as expensive, but there'll be snow there. And at the end of the day, if you are liking the ski, is that not the only reason in life? I don't know. Lord of the Opossums, Dev in the town, I smell penis, jumps into fire. Ooh. Disgusting. And Dev comes back looking like burnt Anakin Skywalker. He did well. I was preparing to punish Dev heavily for his hubris, but he did his roles. He worked out. He threw the dice correctly. It is possible to throw the dice incorrectly, as Gnarl demonstrated.
And to be fair, he did throw them incorrectly when he, made a hell of a lot of noise in the graveyard.
That was Dev.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
That was an incorrect throw of the dice. That's true.
I was upset with that. I was gonna get a chance to try out like my silent move and conceal skills that I checked recently.
Huh. Good luck with
Yeah.
that.
But Dev had other ideas, as it turns out.
He did. It's fine though. Now Gnarl is very hard to say no to when he's intimidating people.
I'm hoping that
82 says, you are now aware that there is a skeleton inside of you. That's true.
There's one in us all.
That's literally observable reality. Lord of the Opossum, Dev, let's see how quiet I am. Rolls let's let out a massive fart. It alerts everyone. Probably.
the thing is, he shouldn't have even been rolling stealth. He should have been rolling his buffs.
Well, yes. But he didn't need to buff afterwards. Like, there was no amount of buffs that could have helped him. So that's good, at least. Lord of the Opossum, when Disco is near Kibbs, Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, I really need to stop him standing next to me when he's casting.
It's a scary place to be. There's no
You
doubt
go
about it.
over there. No, fuck off.
Blow up someone else. Lord of the Awesome says, I stand with Arch because Arch is always right. That's correct. It's accurate. It's a representation of reality. And Artemis Fowl gets embarrassed by his tweets, his message, and retracts it. Lord of the Possums, Batman needs a shave. Batbush. I did like the term Batbush. I think I might use Batbush in the future.
I don't like Batbush.
Artemis Fowl. I heard Kibbs was bribed last night to betray the most kind and humble Lord Art for measly $500. Art is innocent of using the Nagash word. That's true. I remember Kyle saying that he would betray me for $500.
That's true. I did receive 500 actually last night from Artemis. I'm sorry, Arch. It's nothing personal.
So I actually could use Kyle's skull.
Yes, you could.
Sorry, Kyle. It's a
Nothing.
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh no. Arch got sniping back, dead. Kib got knifing back, head gone. She took that head because she's a woman. Get it? Got him.
Women lose their head often.
True.
That's sexist, Kyle. And I disavow you.
His head.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be lost. I'll know where it is.
Lord of the Opossum says Kyle starts casting, Disco ties herself down. To be fair, that's probably not a bad idea, honestly. Considering
Yeah.
Kyle casts 3 times this game, rolls on the bullshit chart every single time.
At least I only got an insanity point this time. I didn't nearly go to hell.
Kyle, do you reflect on your actions at least?
What? No.
No.
Damn.
I figured. Nathan Hildeman, Arch, why have you not made a lore video on Clan Pestilence? May the Horned Rat gnaw on your entrails until the most pious of all clans receives their due. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. Or maybe the week after. Or maybe the week after that. Or maybe the week after that again. Who knows? It's in the nebulous future.
He'll have forgotten by then. It's fine.
Possibly. McWild says, donations to Dev's role-playing corrective surgery fund or stomach bypass. Not sure what's more critical. Also, finally, a fight. Much better than shopping. It has been a little while since we've had a fight. I blame cowardly players.
You're mad.
As is, there's no counter-narrative, mine wins.
What do you mean, a little while since we've had a fight? Or like a combat session?
Yeah.
I mean, 2 sessions ago we had one of the big combat sessions.
Yeah, but that's not a fight.
I mean, it actually is, though.
That's a war. It's entirely different.
Yeah, because that makes us cowardly because we went to war.
Yes.
Narrative grumbles.
And finally, Artemis Fowl saying, "Oh, merciful and humble Arch, please chastise and beat the furry Kibs for sending unsolicited imagery to my innocent Discord DMs." Kyle, you can't just go around sending your pornographic pictures to random people, okay? It's not how things work.
Accusing
That's not
poor
normal.
Jake of being a furry. I can't believe it. Artemis isn't good at this game. I've owned him, walked in circles around him, and I'm still dancing on him.
Kyle admits to sending the images, but he refuses to feel guilt about it.
Of course. And I'll send more.
Truly.
The more you complain, the more I'll send. Calling Jake's art furry, though, that's just mean.
That is just mean.
That is mean. Jake
That is
deserves
just
better than that. Come on.
Yeah. Call him a scaly or something, at least.
Ooh. That's not better.
No, but it is an alternative. And finally, Boag with "This stream is sponsored by Total War Warhammer 3, and newest and best entry into Creative Assembly's long line of tactical RPGs, now on sale on Steam." That's the thing. That's a fine statement to make, because it's a lie, because it's not currently on sale. You can purchase it, but it's at full price. Even V put up a video today on his Lack of Entertainment channel going, "Yes, okay, Arch was right. I was wrong. The game is buggy, and I regret purchasing it."
Technically, it's more than full price if you actually want to play with all of it.
True.
Yes.
So you get to pay full price, and you get to pay full price for the other ones. And if you actually want to play with the whole game.
$180 for the full video game. A reasonable purchasing price in 2022, I have no doubt.
Yes, wait for a sale.
There are far too many simps that enable that goddamn game. Anywho, until next time, thank you all very much for watching and for your super generous donations, everyone. And we'll see you all again next week with Skaven RP and the Archcast as well, where we will be returning to more entertainment news. We had to do a little bit of politics last week because... Or last week? No, Kyle. It was this week. What are you
Yes.
saying?
Yesterday,
Arch
wasn't it?
can't
Was it not
control
yesterday?
himself.
Stupid Kyle.
Barch. Senile.
Indeed. Boomer.
But it was mostly just because Kyle forced me to.
Uh-huh. I was like, we could totally talk about Total War Warhammer 3. I've got all this data and information where I can just lay into CA. And or
That's what I mean. Kyle's like, "We should talk about Total War Warhammer 3. No.
We should.
No.
The only way you can call people out on their bullshit is if you point it out and show them.
Alternatively, you
Another
could just
super
sneak into
cat.
the CA offices with a gasoline can. In Minecraft, of course.
You got a dono from
Snuck
Soidamus.
in there
Soidamus
in the end.
Fowl. He's like, "Eh." Got him.
There is no pit deep enough for Kyle to go to.
True.
All right, one last one from Artemis Fowl then, which says, "Arch, the unrepentant and degenerate Kibbs refused to see the error of his ways. May the great horned rat, and more importantly, the DM, curse his character." Ah, he's going for your weak spot, Kyle, your in-game avatar.
How dare he?
But right, now have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.